All right, let's make sure that Garrett gets no downtime.
It's
Throw a
okay,
recap,
James.
Garrett.
Literally 3 hours in, they have to feed their dog.
Yeah.
And I refuse. I still am eating food as well while I'm doing this. I don't care if I get rolled for
Wolf,
recap, but I don't want to
recap.
roll it.
Good job, Wolf, rolling yourself. Oh, that was Noah. Never mind. Have fun, Wolf.
Okay.
Are you all eating?
Yeah, but I'm just trying. I'm
Sorry,
actually.
I just got off work.
Fuck it,
Yeah,
my
me
time to
too.
recap. So what happened last time? We got a new son of a bitch in this shitty party. That's right, there's now 5 of us. We're all in a big circle jerk, except not anymore, because now that's a female. Why did you have to play a woman, Ian? Why?
I didn't want to have a sausage fest.
We could have had a circle jerk. Grab the dick to your right and start jerking.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, is that what dildos are for?
Isn't that what elemental objects for?
That's
Yeah, that's exactly what it's for.
elemental stuff.
Anyways, while I'm listening to the demon here, quite literally, I'm gonna pause that because the funny, funky beats, fresh beats, give my brain an aneurysm. Anyways, Standing Stones, cured. Honestly, I was only really paying attention to Ian's character that entire session, so I don't remember much beyond the fact that Ian just beat the shit out of our
Let's
boy.
go.
And then we learned later after session, James hasn't leveled him up.
Hey,
So-
that's off-screen discussion.
Actually, what we found out is that Porter has been leveled up to a max level character, and I took him down with ease.
No, he was still like what, level 2?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Probably.
Impressive health pool for a level 2 character, but either way, he was dead even if he was leveled up to current
No.
level. So yeah, we had some fun there. The whole team transfer arc took like an hour meeting. I remember it's like, all right, yeah, cool. This is just an easy vote, right? No, every NPC has to have their discussion heard, even though they're invalids in my eyes. All that matters is that we now have a new party member, and that's all I can remember.
Okay, there's something very
All right,
important.
I'll take
Oh wait,
over the rest of it.
wait.
Mortal Kombat!
Rebel,
So-
let me take the next section, Rebel. You can talk about the attorney stuff, okay?
That wasn't what I was going to talk about, but okay, go ahead.
I want to talk about the theater. Fuck you.
Okay, have fun.
Oh wait, yeah, that did happen. The
Yeah,
theater.
so we also went back into the funny theater realm. And what happened there is we realized that Erwin is outmatched by literally everyone, as well as Toto. Can Toto narrate better than this? Alright, hit him with the narration. Go.
No.
Well, you should be prepared.
Are you all eating? Why?
James, why are you eating?
Why are you all eating? I'm the only one not eating.
I
I'm
wanna
gonna
be
eat alcohol. I
Musketeers.
need it.
But
So
yeah,
we find ourselves in the recap where Toto is still frustrated by the fact that I am going to destroy him in these auditions. He looks back, staring at the moon, wondering where he went wrong in his childhood going after an acting career when surely should have stuck with storytelling.
and then pretty much Erwin's gonna get on by the 2 other fucking male leads. Because Erwin didn't have the balls to kiss Meek or some shit.
Yeah, understandable.
Alright,
Like,
and that's what
not-
happened
you
in theater.
translated that scene.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead, take it away, Rebel.
All right, so Quinn rolls back up to school and he hears, whoa, something happened in politics. And so we got to figure out what happened in politics. After hearing some information, people were proposing an idea like, yo, we really don't like the power imbalance between Iron and everybody else. We want to find a way to solve that. At the moment, no one had a full idea of how to solve that. Like, we checked with Meek, we checked with Ted, none of them had a good idea. But yeah, so we fast forward to actual politics. We realize our reputation sucks ass. Yeah. Yeah, no one likes
Yeah.
Team Wood. But
Yeah,
anyways,
I wonder
unrelated
why.
to that, we voted on a tournament. So essentially, the tournament will take place over the course of 4 weeks on Fridays, and it will feature 2 mandatory challenges, which will each involve 2 teams. So the challenging team will be randomly selected, and they will choose the challenge and who they are challenging. For example, if they randomly select Team Gold, Team Gold will choose, I would like to challenge Team Wood to an arm wrestle. And then Team Wood will say, okay, cool. We would like the terms of this arm wrestle to be, if we win, you'll have to do the stinky poo dance or something. That's the first thing I thought of, but I couldn't keep a straight face saying it. So the point is, the team that is challenged is the one that decides the term. And then there's also going to be a council of all the team leaders that can basically say, that's really not fair. As in, it's not fair that if we win, then we get $2, but if y'all win, we have to
Do the
expel a
stinky poo-poo
teammate or
dance.
something. Basically the terms have to be somewhat equal. You can also challenge specific people, but the complex part is the fact that when a team member participates in the challenge, they are not allowed to participate in the challenge next week. So for example, if we use Saffron in our arm wrestle challenge, and then the next week there is a deadlifting challenge, we cannot use Saffron again and we will lose. All teams will participate in one challenge so that everyone's even. That's the main basis.
Congratulations.
I hit the major bullet points there, so yeah.
Yeah. Also,
So
quick
viewers-
note. Oh, go ahead.
So viewers, I have one question for you and one question only. Who's gonna get voted out from Team Wood, and why do you think it's Erwin?
Wait, why Erwin?
He is the
I don't
most
know, it'd be
competent.
funny.
That would be funny.
Erwin is the most competent of all of you.
True.
Well, Saffron not included, but everyone
Look,
likes
we
Saffron.
make the joke about getting rid of Quinn being advantageous, but really they need to get rid of Erwin. He's the glue holding this team together.
Yeah, fuck Toto.
Garrett has main character syndrome.
Exactly.
All right.
So, on that note,
real quick.
Yeah.
I missed about a minute of explanation because Discord decided to say "fuck you," but I think it was fine.
So welcome to the future, guys. Nothing happened in that minute that was weird. And watch the old VOD if you want to catch up. So we're going.
Honestly, hopefully this episode comes out a week after the last, so it won't be too hard for you to remember what happened. But if we do the funny little backlog thing again to build up even more,
Hey,
I can see you all.
hey, don't talk about.
Brings a new point.
Don't date the episode.
Hey,
Why aren't you watching all
episode
these
number-
videos episode after episode? You have to marathon them all like it's the MCU.
Yeah.
Wow, would you look at the time? It's episode 7.
7.
You know, that doesn't equate to anything.
So, taking back over control. I actually had a question about that math we did last time. Is the limit of times they can compete 3? Because wouldn't it make sense to be 4?
I don't remember if this math was because of fee or not.
I don't know. I was running through my head, and I think if every team gets
I'll
a
do
limit
the
of
math
4,
again in a minute. I have to go and get my phone from my car because I don't want it to burn. Yeah, I'll be back in a minute.
What just happened?
I don't know.
I think we're all having an aneurysm at the same time.
I'm just gonna mark this down as
Super
union
sad.
break.
Union break. All right, so
James, just put on the picture of Cedar, coward.
I don't have a Cedar character sheet.
Close enough then, yeah.
So, we're going to kick things off with everyone. I think this is Thursday evening. Sure, why not? Thursday evening.
Well, yeah, we just vote. Well, did we vote that in yesterday or today?
That was voted in.
Oh, that was voted on a Tuesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was voted on Tuesday.
Yeah, so it should be Tuesday evening, unless you want to fast forward.
No, this was. I mean, did you guys have a meeting immediately afterwards?
We voted it in, and then we had theater class.
Yeah,
And I think theater is on Fridays.
Oh yeah. Well,
it was starting next week, so it can be any time next week. Yeah, it was saying starting next week.
It can be any fucking time. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't matter
so
too much.
We just need a tactical meeting.
There's a team meeting happening sometime next week.
Sometime this week.
This week.
Mhm.
You guys gather all of your team and which one is this the map? Alright, so I'm having a slight stroke. Here we go. You gather your team into beta cuck wood room.
No, that's pretty accurate.
And who showing up at the meeting, we have Carter, punctual as usual at the big table. We have Kino asleep at the bar.
I don't like that we're making a battle map out of this. You made me swap to the combat overlay.
You don't have to. It's literally just me messing around because we have a map now. We have Taps at the table with Saffron. We have Barkley at the big table. Then we have randoms.
Please
Anyway.
put the randoms on the
Porter
field.
isn't here.
You're right. I got you.
How many are there? Yeah.
There's two.
There's two randoms still.
I put them at the far table.
Is there only just two randoms?
No, there's 4.
Oh yeah, there's 4. Hold on.
Mhm.
Oh fuck.
We're missing one.
Yeah, you
There you
moved them. I got it scared.
And then Porter doesn't. Basically, this entire thing was to say Porter isn't here.
Whoa. Why isn't Porter here? Wolf, it's time for you to do therapy.
Stick your nose where it doesn't belong.
All right, so yeah, everyone in Teamwood, you guys gather in, and everyone's sitting down, getting ready for Erwin to speak up to discuss the point of this meeting. But as Erwin, as you're waiting for everyone to file in, you're with your group, you notice that Porter isn't here. He usually comes in with Barkley or someone from his room saying some nonsense, but you haven't heard or seen a word of it. See anything from him.
Before we get started, I'd like everyone to be here, but where's Porter at?
He hasn't come back since dinner. I think he said he was training or something.
This late?
I think his feelings are hurt because he got his butt slid across the floor by Saffron.
I will look nervously at the ground.
He does tend to take those sort of things hard, but
Okay.
he should probably be here for this. Does anyone want to go look for
Yeah.
him, or?
Yeah, I'll head to the Ian place.
Alright.
I'll get up and I'll go find Porter.
You go off and you're heading to Ian's Coliseum.
Yeah.
When you get there, you see Porter is actually getting attacked by what looks to be a bunch of earth puppets. He's surrounded by them. He's getting tossed around a bit, but he's dealing with them and sort of sitting off and sort of just watching him stoically is Ian.
I'm gonna move over to Ian so I don't get my ass kicked by a bunch of earth golems.
You trigger their aggro.
You avoid their aggro, but you trigger one even worse.
Ian.
How's he doing, Ian?
Oh, he sort of blinks a few times. Sorry, I was spacing out completely. I think he's doing all right.
Is it safe for me to go out there and drag him back to our meeting hall?
Is it safe? Nothing safe in my Coliseum, kid.
Right. I'm gonna like cut my hands and call out for Porter.
What? Ah! And one of the Earth puppets punch him in the face.
You remember that we have a team meeting today, right?
Kinda a little, and he's just like he takes a sickle and sweeps the leg of one of them, and just like stabs him in the head, causing them to crumble back into rocks. Busy right now.
Yeah, well, you should have thought of that before you started attacking a bunch of Earth golems, because the meeting is starting now, and we can't start without you.
Yes, sure you can. And he just sort of swipes another one. It's not like I do anything in those things. Just give me like the recap later.
Porter, you need to be there.
Why? Ah! Long.
Because you're still a part of the team, and Erwin wants you there.
Persuasion.
Let's go. Starting off great, guys.
Yeah.
Starting off great.
You gonna coin or leave it there?
I'm gonna coin it.
All right.
Much better.
You see him look at you as he looks for a bit, then he backs away and dodges another attack. And he'll take a deep breath, and you see him sort of go very fast, jumping from puppet to puppet. And you know, he cuts through all of them very quickly, and when he ends it, he kind of just takes very heavy breaths. He starts shaking a bit and coughs up a little blood. There, I'm done now. Happy old man.
Kotal's gonna go heal him. Poor baby. Go heal the poor baby.
P.
Kotal
don't need your healing. He's gonna just run away from the snake.
I'm gonna pick up Kotal, run after him.
I don't think you realize he has the speed of a.
I know, Dave, but I can try.
So back on the meeting room.
Try, but the consent.
So now that Toto's gone, I think we should get started.
Now we can start the meeting.
Now that we've kicked Toto out of the room, you know.
Saffron, do you have any comments about that?
All right, so we all agree that if we lose, Toto gets voted off, right?
Aye.
Now let's just vote
Aye.
Toto off. Wait, what did you say, James?
Does Saffron have any comments or remarks about the whole Porter situation, or is she just staying quiet?
She'd apologize for kicking his ass.
Good.
Sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to make this a big deal or anything.
I wouldn't worry too much about it.
And I'm still like just looking at the ground.
He is, after all, a little he tends to go off the rails.
This is the door to like enter the room, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna move over here so I'm not the first thing he sees.
Alright. I wouldn't get too worked up. He's what Erwin was trying to avoid saying. He's a bit of a child when it comes to stuff like that. It's Porter, though. He'll bounce back after a while.
I nod my head in agreement as I shuffle to my new seat.
Taps will follow you.
Yeah.
So, on that, I knew. Yeah, there's someone who isn't here. Get your ass over here, Sully. So, with that, you guys see Porter rush into the room, breathing heavily. Before he trips into the chair on the table and falls over. And then a few seconds later, quite a bit. What's your speed total?
Wolf, I think you're on mute.
Yeah, I have normal average speed, guys. 30.
And coming in like about 5 or 10 seconds later is Toto, out of breath.
Jesus Christ.
Leave me alone. He's just crawling away.
You fucking win. I'm gonna collapse onto the nearest chair. So,
Alright.
i.e. the bar. Hello.
Aikino.
Erwin, your team is together now.
Alright, so I suppose we need to make a strategy for this next step. We need to make a strategy for the coming week, in case we're selected or in case other teams are selected and they challenge us. So why don't we start with, what would we do if we were selected to be the challengers?
We could use the opportunity to eliminate some strong opponents.
Running right out of the gate and eliminating... Well, we won't be able to set the terms of the condition. Sorry, the terms of these. We'll only be able to set the challenges if we're supposed to challenge them.
We have to
Then-
be absolutely sure that we can win.
That's what I was going to say. Doing something where it's a 50-50 shot the first week is a good way to easily end up with 3 failures. The
Yes,
goal is for the first week to get an easy win.
that is true. I merely sent up if we were being challenged to start off as aggressive as possible, because if once people know how strong we are as a challenging team, we won't be able to get away with such drastic measures. They'll be more scared to challenge us, more likely. Especially people like Team Iron, if we take them out in the first go.
James,
Simple
Alright,
talk.
then
sorry. Is this about how the number of wins you get, or is it about the number of losses that you have at the end?
It's the number of wins.
So we want people to challenge us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then for ties and like 0 wins, it goes into losses.
Right.
but it does cap how many times everyone competes. So the
Yeah,
last week you should have limited choices.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the limit should be 4. I've been running it in my head, and I think 4 makes sense.
James, are you doing the math with 4 teams or 5 teams?
Well, 4 teams.
Okay.
Assuming now my voice is going out because of Rebel.
Sorry.
All right. Assuming that Fee hasn't picked a side yet. Who knows?
Hasn't chosen suicide.
Hasn't chosen the void. What's up?
I'm ready now.
Just
Soda.
send Barkley after him.
Perfect. 2 birds, 1 stone.
Yeah.
I'd say Mark will speak up. If we're going to do terms, we could use this as an opportunity to maybe build relations. We could go easy on the teams to show that we're not ruthless, as a lot of people think we are.
They might take that as us being weak, though, is the problem.
I would rather be seen as being weak and know that we're strong rather than, well, continue with this bad reputation that our team has been getting.
Yeah, it's really scary going to lunch and everyone thinks we're a monster or something. I mean, they're not wrong in some cases, but I liked it better when they didn't look at us at all.
Who hurt her?
Is that how you say it at taps?
No, I'll pat her on the back. I have a new friend.
She just looks shy. Thank you.
It's alright. I won't let anyone hurt you.
I love this.
What's your passive perception?
Me?
Yeah.
15.
You hear her murmur, "That's not what I'm worried about."
Oh. I'll just keep patting her back.
I love this so much.
It's funny because, yeah, Saffron would not have seen that. Saffron has no idea.
Yep.
Yep, Saffron has no fucking clue. Nobody tell Saffron. Anyway, moving
James,
on.
yeah, it's everyone competes 4 times.
Okay.
Are we still doing one big challenge at the end in addition to that?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So basically, if Fee chooses death, then we'll redo the math. But I think Fee will choose something. So if Fee chooses death, then we have to redo it for 5 teams. Okay.
All right, Erwin, take it away.
So
Or whoever was speaking.
are there any challenges that we would like to issue that we know we could win? I feel like whatever we would put at stake would really just depend on what exactly we're going into. And who's challenging us, especially.
We could do like a sleeping contest.
I don't even know how that would begin to be judged.
Kino's asleep.
I would rather us not issue a challenge that would likely last about a week.
Kino's still asleep.
I think we have a pretty strong combat force now that we have Saffron. So, but I would kind of save combat for us being challenged to it rather than us purposely challenging someone to combat, because they know that if we challenge somebody to combat, we're going to be using our strongest combatant. And then they'll challenge us again, and we don't exactly have an even force.
You can go first.
Oh, okay. I was going to say that I believe our goal is to I had the words for it a second ago. Our goal is to not take ourselves out of a certain competition. So whoever we choose to compete this week won't be able to compete next week. So we have to keep that in mind and not leave ourselves vulnerable.
I was gonna suggest, what if we did something like a foot race? I'm pretty sure Porter could beat anyone in that. And I will eye Porter and see if he is in agreement.
Porter is not looking at you. Actually, your perception is 15. You can tell that he was looking at you when you said that, and then he like quickly turned away as soon as your eyes moved.
Also quickly turned away.
I was actually thinking maybe a 3-legged race. Because Porter's really fast, and if we had someone who could perhaps hover and just kind of be carried along during it, then it would put any other team who has a comparable speed at a disadvantage.
So who would sacrifice themselves to be dragged along by the wild animal that is Porter? Porter growls like an animal.
I don't know if we know that Erwin can fly in character, because I don't know if he's done it.
He's done it, I think.
Okay,
I'm pretty sure you've used flight.
Yeah, I've used
pretty sure you've used it at least once.
Cool, because this is something we were just talking about last week.
Saffron looks so fucking confused.
I was actually thinking Erwin would be a good candidate. That is, if he agrees to it.
Suppose we could see if it would work like that.
The only restriction would, of course, be if every member has to have their feet on the ground.
You're going to say that kind of ruins the point of a 3-legged race.
No, 3 legs are present.
If we were making the terms, I mean, it wouldn't matter, right? Because if we made the rules.
It's a little bit scummy, but it's something that we could win.
You also have to realize then, Prince, that we are not the only people with the ability to fly in our groups. I believe the certain lover of Erwin over there, and Carter will smile, has the ability to manipulate wind with her music using comments.
Not to mention doing something as scummy as flight in a 3-legged foot race. I don't know what that will do for the reputation, especially if we end up going first. If somebody was doing something tricksy before we went, then I would say it was fine. But right off the bat, we might want to be careful if we're worried about reputation.
Yes.
So that is something to keep in our back pocket for another day then.
I ask now again, what reputation?
I believe it's the attempt, Sully, of trying to regain something of a reputation for our group.
Well, we know we're gonna lose it real quick, so why regain it?
Toto looks extremely uncomfortable, by the way, when Sully starts saying that.
I mean, he's got a point. Portal actually speaking for the first time. He's still flat on the ground. He starts looking up at the ceiling and his foot is like rolling to his back. What's the point of having reputation? If we can just win and get it over with, then who cares? People hate us. Not that bad being hated.
Yeah, besides, Team Iron gets along fine.
Well, Team Iron isn't exactly hated, more of feared. You have to remember, Sully, that the majority of the hatred Team Iron has is mainly from Barkley will just eye Toto.
We do have a rather one-sided view on that.
And our goal isn't even to be feared like Team Iron. So if we were in, the thing is that if we were in this tournament to make friends, then we would just give everyone else a win, but then ultimately we would lose. And it's a difficult thing to balance the two of them.
I guess it comes down to
Winning
the
and
question to the rest of the team. Do you want to win and keep going to the school and hopefully have a chance at graduating, or do you want to rebuild our reputation and lose some of us in the process?
I would
One
not
of the
say that those
randoms
are
was- Go ahead.
mutually exclusive.
One of the rands will speak up. Yeah, lose someone else like we lost Fred. Guess we're all just cattle for slaughter while you guys decide you're gonna do this team.
Speaking up once in a while.
Be careful, you might develop a face.
You don't want that. That's dangerous.
Careful. Last time a named Rando developed last time a Rando developed a face and name, he was kicked out instantly.
Which
Thrown
one
into
said
the
that?
eternal void.
I'll color them.
Alright, that's different than what I was gonna do.
You
Oh
can
no, they're unique.
That one is
Oh,
down with
no.
the sickness. He is getting up and getting down with the sickness.
He's unique.
This. Anyways.
Oh no, it's a tiefling.
Even
Jesus
worse.
Christ.
Even worse. Kill it. An abomination against God!
You want an abomination against God.
Thanks, Noah.
I'm going
Anyways.
to one place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
So, anyways.
Space!
Anyways, your response to that, Erwin, the diss.
I understand that we all know that Fred wasn't exactly the main culprit behind that. But with the way his memory is warped, I don't believe that we could really do anything else in that situation.
I mean, they have a point, though. We kind of could just keep sitting by and not discerning what we're gonna do. Are we sweet, loving, caring people like push over Toto and she'll like just lazily point a finger at Toto? Or are we determined fighters who'll do whatever it takes to win?
I think it's
I
just
would.
a coincidence that Toto's a pushover and also a loving person.
What?
Where they're calling Kino's calling you a pushover.
What? But what did Noah say?
I said I think it's just coincidence that Toto is a pushover and also a nice person.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was
Whatever
defending
you
nice
say.
people. Hello?
What?
Okay,
What?
sorry, no, everything just kind of...
I said whatever. She's like, whatever you say.
Everything just went quiet.
I agree with Erwin, though. I don't think that these two options are mutually exclusive. There has to be a way that we can win while still maintaining our reputation.
Square one.
So I think a better way to put it right now is building our reputation.
Well... I don't
Either
exactly...
way. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
I don't exactly know what to do about this. There is, however, a few more issues we need to bring up if we'd like to table this one for a little bit.
It seems like something that we won't get done in this one meeting. And besides, if we do get challenged, it will be a default to the team leader to finalize the conditions. Unless, of course, only one person was up to bat.
I'm sorry, how do you know the intricacies of these rules so much?
I'm basing them off the challenges. Normally, challenges work. We don't need to go through our leader, but I'm assuming if it's a team challenge, you would have final say as being the team leader.
But for example, if Team Gold specifically challenges Barkley so that Chris can beat him up, then Barkley would be the one in charge of the conditions rather than going through the team as a whole, which is a fair assumption to make.
I suppose that would be fair.
Rules that we have to challenge a team at least by the end of the week.
No, it's on Fridays. There's going to be 2 teams selected by MEAGM, and the selected teams are going to challenge people.
If it was a team declares war on another team, I can just say, or we can just wait for Team Iron to send their formal declaration of war directly to you, Quinn.
Forward charge!
Yes, I'm going to get you kicked out of the school with my illegal methods. That's right, my name is Casper, and my friend, whatever his name is, who is doing shady cartel dealings in the back alleyway. We're going to find him.
Forgot about that.
We're going to find him dead years of a cocaine overdose.
God. Anyways. What was your next issue, Erwin?
Well, I'd like to start it off with, well, just Fee.
Fee needs a team.
It's likely that he's going to be recruited here, even unless he's going to be stubborn like he was last time. And if he is, I'm certain that he won't make it through this.
And we only have until Friday to convince him to join
a team,
our team or any other. Because once the tournaments begin, teams will be locked.
Every single NPC is going to just look at Toto.
Pretty sure the last time we tried to recruit him, he made his stance pretty clear. He'd rather drop out than join another team.
Well, he was a little bit malleable towards the end there. He just said he wasn't quite ready. I could try to convince him, especially with the stakes being as they are now.
The way that this tournament is laid out, I'd say that whoever designed this game designed it with the specific intention to make Fee join a team, or to get him expelled.
Yeah. He's gonna have it rough. I'll talk to him, at least.
Toto, don't focus on getting him to join us, but just
I'm-
focus on getting him to join any team.
Right.
Though us would be a good bonus.
Us
he is
would
very...
in fact be a good bonus. If it's between us and someone else, definitely go for us. But the goal is to get him to join something.
Yeah, we don't want to see him fail like this.
We don't want to see him at all.
Leader, please.
Jeez.
Who are you people?
Well, I suppose we're just going to leave it to Toto then?
And whoever Toto wants to help, if that would prove actually useful.
Porter.
See, I fixed Porter. I can fix you too.
This guy's looking like he wants to go.
This guy is starting to develop a form, and he's soon going to develop a face. And then he's soon going to be found outside the castle walls, head impaled on a spike.
Oh no.
Why, Sully? Why? Oh no, it's fine. Oh no.
Never mind. Put it back. Put it back.
Never mind.
Toto,
no.
if Toto finds a buddy, a suicidal buddy.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's Wit. It's just
Wit and Klein have appeared.
It's Team Weed over here.
Christ.
Sorry, Aaron, you're gonna have to sit this one out. We already got you in this.
Yeah,
role.
you're already over here.
True. Oh,
Anyways.
anyway.
Alright, well, if that's all for that, then I suppose we should bring up the reverse of what we were speaking about earlier. What if we get
What
challenged
happens if we
next
are
week?
challenged?
Yes.
Ultimately, I believe it depends on what team is challenging us.
And what the challenge is, yes. If we believe
More
we
than
stand
what
a
the
chance,
challenge is, but rather we think we can win. Specific.
yes, that's what I mean by what the challenge is.
So that gives us 6 potential scenarios. Being challenged by each of the 3 teams, and then whether we think we can win or not.
Good, you know basic permutations.
Or in a very unfortunate world, 8.
No one has faith in Fee, but he's gonna pull this off. He's gonna win every single challenge.
Okay, that's what you were saying. I was like, okay, so an option where like we don't know either way, but wait, that would be 9.
Anyway.
Oh, stupid guys.
So, why don't we start with some teams? Do we know anything that Iron would be going after us for?
Probably something related to you or Quinn.
When that was said, Sullivan was gonna look just right at Quinn.
Probably some
Yeah.
sort of either intellectual or physical challenge that Quinn cannot complete.
Caspar does in fact have a hate boner for me.
Arm wrestling using no magic, and it's having to use is it your right arm? That's the fake.
Unfortunately, right arm wrestle with no magic would mean I have no arm.
By default means yes, they win.
I,
Kind of hard to have traction when you gotta live in the
However, left arm means that I have the dominant hand advantage.
Okay, as funny as it is to think about them challenging you to an arm wrestling contest, I'm starting to lean towards them not doing that. Because they could target Erwin, who's our new team leader.
Shoot your magic arm off. Alright, let's go.
well,
arm
it is,
dispels and disappears. Shit.
Fuck.
That's so good, everyone.
it is a matter of, they would only be setting us a challenge. It would be likely they will have thought it out to the point where it's unlikely for us to win.
But
Even if they
We
think that they
get to
would be
do-
giving us hope that we could win.
the problem is that we get to choose the punishment, basically.
Yes.
I kind of disagree with that. When it
With-
comes to what you're saying about them giving us a challenge that we couldn't win at all. Go ahead.
I'm simply stating that I believe that they will put forth a challenge that seems like we could win it. However, I'm certain that they have multiple contingencies in place that will assure their victory in it.
Yeah, that's about what I was gonna say. Be careful with them. They're not gonna do a challenge that's outright going to be easy for them, because then we won't wager anything of importance.
Which means that against Team Iron, we must always play it safe and,
It is better to.
as Barkley says, not wager anything of importance.
So,
Or we can use a time to get rid of a very dangerous opponent. Saffron?
would it be better if we challenged Iron ourselves?
If we were lucky, yes.
It would be better. We would be bringing a playing field to them rather than the other way around.
But there's no guarantee that we will be offered the ability to challenge them.
But what it sounds like Saffron's saying is back to our first point. If we have the opportunity to challenge, assuming Iron isn't the other challenging team, we would want to have a chance to defeat them, right?
What would we challenge them to?
That's
There must be
another
three-legged
question.
race.
members in the school.
Deathmatch.
James, how long do you have once the challengers are determined? How long do they have to challenge someone?
How long? Oh. Dot.
Also,
There-
is there any like with the two, because two teams are challenging and theoretically there's only two teams to be challenged, does one team get like first pick or is it just whoever's fastest?
And there's two teams where it'll probably be it'll be randomly determined, unless someone doesn't care. And for your question of how long they have, it's usually a few hours. But the professor said that they can also push challenges to Saturday if the challenge requires a lot of setup.
Okay. So it's just a couple hours after they're chosen.
Mhm.
Cool. So if we're ever chosen, we have to decide what the fuck we're doing within a couple hours.
And do
Or
all of our prep
have
work
some
for it.
preset challenges to begin with, so that
I'm well
you
aware.
can
I'm
fly
just
out.
That's what
stating
we're working
this.
on. That's what we're working on, James.
Alright, I think we understand what we need to do with Iron. Really just, it's going to depend on what the challenge is, mostly. As for Team Glass, I actually have an idea as to what we could wager.
You do?
It would be a simple wager, and one that wouldn't provoke much.
What would that be?
Disrest. Simply a question that they have to answer truthfully. It would be equal if we gave them the same, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Does that question have anything pertaining to the Great Pretender?
I was about to say, I assume, Erwin, you have a question in mind, so.
It's something that I'm certain most of us want to know.
I would say make the question private.
Yes, I assumed it would be. I assumed it wouldn't be a public forum. Anyways,
That's a good one. I agree with that one.
although then there's the tougher one. Team Gold.
Team Gold.
I think our only bet. The only good news is that we would be able to decide what we were wagering, unless Chris specifically decides to challenge Barkley, and I know that Barkley, he's going to do what Chris wants. So I think we need to discuss with Team Gold.
I was thinking that same thing. I'll help with some of the discussion if you'd like.
I think that would be a good idea.
Is that all, or do we need to come up with some, like, contingency plans for if we get challenged, or if we need the challenge fast?
Likely we should come up with some for if we need to challenge someone.
Because if we ever did a, like, combat challenge, I could make y'all some weapons if y'all wanted.
I think you would be best in a combat challenge.
But if we want to not, like... I feel like if we use me in whatever challenge we do, another team will just come up and challenge us to something with, like, strength or something, right?
We have to realize that we have to play our pieces accordingly.
Mhm.
Saffron, Porter, and Irwin are powerhouses. We can't just simply lose them.
We can't have all of them in a challenge at once.
Sorry, and Sully.
What?
You are one of the stronger ones. It's more of the magical side than the physical strength.
We do need to play our pieces a little close. Play our cards close to our chest. It's that. I've forgotten. It's a saying. It's a saying.
I do. So, to put things in the categories, I would say Sully, Saffron, Porter, Irwin are good for fighting. And for more of thinking social challenges, something that requires more of a brain power, Irwin stays in that category with me, Quinn, and perhaps Kino if she's awake.
It depends on the challenge, but Kino is rather
Persuasive.
skilled in some areas, I was going to say.
Kino's asleep. Or perhaps we could put her in more of a wild card category, like our little taps over there. Huh?
Okay, I'll calm her down. I'll calm her down.
I don't think I should be part of any challenges, especially one that's to do with like fighting or anything.
It's okay. It's okay. I'll be in the fighting challenges. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Yeah. You're a lot stronger than me. It'll be better that way.
I'll pet her hair. I'll pet her hair.
Calm down.
Ian has chosen his NPC. Ian has laid claim.
I'll protect her.
Christ.
Saffron, you are a bit new to this, but I wouldn't take Taps' cries for help too seriously.
No,
Perhaps...
it's okay, it's okay. And I'm just petting her hair the entire time.
Don't
Carter would just shrug.
Yeah, don't worry about it, Carter.
Glad we got pet play in the mix.
Soothing gestures. Anyways, anything else? Any other comments?
I will make a permanent water cube for Taps to play with.
She'll smile,
Like
start
a
playing with it.
stress cube.
A stress.
So
I
start
love
playing
it.
with it until her bear like plops on top of it and breaks it.
Son of a bitch.
Amazing.
I'd make a larger thing, but I'm worried the bear will suffocate.
Right, the bear will suffocate.
It is a small
Permanent
bear.
boulder.
Permanent boulder. All right,
Jeez.
anything else?
I think that brings up just about all the concerns that I had.
So we should come back to this and make sure we have ideas for what to challenge teams to. I suppose we have other things to resolve first.
Yes, we have a few things we need to take care of before that.
And we all have homework
us-
tonight, so
True.
As usual, don't fall behind in your studies, yes.
Okay. With that team meeting break, so starting with you, Saffron, are you doing anything?
I will approach Toto.
Okay.
Questionable decisions are being made.
I know. Listen, it's hard for me too. Toto, I actually have a question for you if you don't mind.
Yeah, what's up?
With the whole fee thing, maybe I could go with you. I just changed teams after all, so if he had like questions or anything, I could help, I guess.
Uh, sure, if you want to. I was actually fixing to head that way.
I just want to be able to help you guys out some, and I think this is the best thing I could do right now. I don't have to do homework this way, so.
Get out of homework.
That's very fair. Yeah, you can come with. Come on.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go, Ian.
You guys will see Porter actually brush past you guys before your conversation ends, and he seems to just be walking off, just twirling his sickle in his hand. Does not give Saffron eye contact at all.
See how I am at hiding discomfort. It's the 14. This has nothing to do with fucking.
There you go. I think Toto picked up on that.
Yeah,
Nah,
I
it's
don't think that beats my passive.
No, it beats your passive.
So, with that, Toto and Saffron are heading off to Fee's room.
Yes.
All right. What is Erwin doing?
Probably just gonna go work on something for now. Some of the assorted homeworks.
Okay.
I'll give some time for things to happen before I go do things.
All right. Sully?
I'm gonna go to the library.
Oh.
The one place that hasn't been corrupted by Toto.
Toto can't read.
You mean the one place where Toto is being corrupted?
It's being corrupted? I'm pretty sure Stephanie said multiple times, do not do this. You shouldn't be a Pathfinder. Just let the Gifted die.
Funny,
So.
you call it a gift. Dear Stephanie, you call pathfinding a gift, yet you claim it's a curse. Curious. Turning a point, Pathfinder.
All right, you head up to Stephanie. How can I help you?
You know, I've had something that's been bothering me for a while, and I'm not really good at tactically asking. Do you have any books as to why you can best explain why Caspar hates Quinn's guts?
Unfortunately, that is something to do with the students themselves, and I can't disclose information like that.
Yes,
but you
there's
said
definitely have
It's a
some sort of.
token.
There's got to be some sort of history book that can at least explain the bad blood.
Now, you do have a point there. You don't have to use a token because you're not asking me a direct question, but I do think I have a book on something. And she will shift through her things. and after that, she'll basically call off for a book. And after a few minutes, he'll come back, and it essentially is it's a sort of dramatic retelling of a part of Mage's history. It's their first revolution where they dethrone the first king and save their country from utter disaster. It's where the makers originated from.
Subtle. Very subtle.
But this of course is from good 50 or 60 years ago.
Pretty much what I'm hearing is the bad blood comes because ha ha, I'm the funny prince of the mages, and you used to be, but now you're not. You suck.
You can read into the book if you like.
Yeah, that's pretty much what he's gonna do.
Make me thy history check with advantage.
Oh boy, history check. I open up the character sheet. Oh, I actually have a decent history. Yeah, see, I have a decent history.
You read through the history to avoid giving a wolf a stroke. You read the history. It tells the rise and the fall of basically the first ever sort of monarchy. And at its fall came the rise of the Maker and also the end of the Mage's exile as they used the opportunity to be free from the oppression to venture out to the rest of Maze. You get a bit of the history. This is where the Young family took over, as the Young head of the family was the revolutionary leader who brought everyone to victory. I will kill you, rebel. So, and with the rise of the Young family, things were prosperous. They were great. They were wonderful. And you do notice, as you're looking for your own question, there was no blood relation to the old monarchs. In fact, no one can really get a good family history of where they came from, as it was very much known for multiple reasons. There's no sort of bloodline that you could find. Sorry, I made a pact with Wolf, and I can't say things because she'll get mad at me.
But you can
Kind of
say monarchy.
Cringe.
I hate you. Anyways, is anything else in particular looking in this book? Or are you looking for how recent it gets?
Yeah, let's look how recent it gets.
It talks about how throughout the changing of the of power, the first king into the second king, the first king being all about extremely focused of trying to unite the kingdom, and not really being thrown into the world that is all of Maze, as they were isolated for a long while and having to learn new languages and basically open themselves up to multiple different cultures and multiple different people who had wildly different ideas of who the mages were at this point. They didn't. The first king didn't really have much of an opportunity to fill out his dream of creating a free kingdom. And with the second king, their focus was to make Livera prosperous over, I guess, freeing and diverse and equal. So some things fell through the cracks. And the book kind of ends with hinting at that maybe the dream that the first young king had may have been long lost to the ages.
Looks like I get to hand the book back in. Thank you very much. That has been very enlightening.
Did it actually help you, or are you still wondering completely what's going on?
I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb.
Sorry, I'm used to working with Toto more.
Oh yes, the famous book incident.
No, Toto fucking sneezes. I feel like I have to beat the living shit out of somebody.
Good luck fighting Stephanie. So we all know what happens when you try to fight a fully trained Pathfinder.
We do.
Lucas.
George.
Lucas Twinleaf.
Oh,
Now do you remember?
yeah.
And the reason why you hate Pathfinders. Anyways,
I don't hate them.
what do you do next, Sully?
You know what? Let's just go back to the dorm for now.
All right, Quinn, you doing anything?
Carter said it's homework time, and I listen to my dad, Carter.
My dad, Carter.
My
Okay.
dad, Carter. While Sully's figuring out that Caspar is like a descendant of the original King of the Mages, and he's just pissed that like my family's in charge now.
Quite literally just a man child. Like I'm now seeing
Yeah.
him more as a man child with a neck beard than anything else.
Damn.
My great grandfather lost. Suck it up, bitch.
All
But
right.
yeah, that's my theory so far.
Okay.
Quinn's doing homework.
All right. So I guess we'll go back to Team Saffron and Toto. You guys head to Fee's room, and when you do, Saffron and we both notice Court leaving the room.
I will. Hey, Court. How are you?
She'll wave and say, she'll just give you a thumbs up
Good.
and point to you.
We're just gonna go talk to Fee some. It's good to see you.
She'll nod, and like give you a little heart with her hands.
Oh, I'll give her a heart too. Good luck with the tournament coming up. I hope y'all win. Oh, I mean, like besides our group, like second place.
She'll laugh, and then she'll just like ride in water. Remember what your team you're on, Saffron?
Yeah, I know. Well, if we don't win, I hope y'all win. But I think we might win, right, Toto?
Sure, Saffron.
Yeah.
She'll laugh, and she'll just say likewise in water, then point to you, Toto, and just wave.
I'll wave to her too. But I know what she was in there doing, and my heart now.
She'll just skip away merrily.
Oh boy.
That was nice.
I'm gonna go knock on Fee's door.
Two guests in one night. He opens the door. Oh,
Three
three
guests.
guests. He just looks at you. I could just not let you in.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a smart choice. But we were just coming by to make sure that you understood the rules of the tournament.
Yeah. I heard it from Court, and I also heard it from Casper and Sylvia. And Meek and Finn and everyone else. I get it. I'm going to lose if I go in alone.
Well, I don't think you're gonna lose if you go in alone. I just think people would try to target you. You seem like you're stronger than the rest of us.
He'll smile. I'm flattered, especially coming from such a talented fighter yourself.
Since it's not actually like classes would have been over, I wouldn't be wearing plate armor. I'm just in like a tank top and a jacket, or whatever the medieval equivalent to a tank top is.
Ye old tank top.
Yeah, ye old tank top. Or ye old topic.
Ye old topic.
The ye old wife beater.
Ye
Yeah.
old beater of wives. He sort of just he still has like his bladed sword, as you know, Saffron. He has a sword that is wrapped up and it has never been unwrapped, but he still beats people with it. It's sort of sitting on the table. He's in casual clothes too.
That's cool.
Anyways, come in, whatever. Just leave the door open and walk off.
I'll step inside. I honestly am really sorry. Kind of figured that everybody would be jumping your case trying to get you to join their team.
Reminds me of someone trying to do the same thing a few months ago. A month ago. Weeks ago.
The heart wants what the heart wants, Fee.
He'll just sigh.
I may be gay, but not gay for you.
Damn. Ow. Okay. All right.
Toto, if you flirt with everyone you talk to, no one's gonna know when you're being serious or not.
Anyway,
That's the thing. He's always serious.
Especially if you don't actually ask anyone on a date. You know, at least Meek actually takes people out.
Anyway, we were just making sure that you had plans to join a team.
He'll plop down. Well, Court just gave me a very rigorous conversation, and I don't know, she's always been someone fun to talk to. So there's Glass, and then
Glass is a good team.
Saffron, remember which team you're on.
Oh, right. But you know what? One of the worst parts of changed teams was Fee.
He'll look at you expectingly.
Just move in all your stuff, and I mean, he's in Team Wood's dorm, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
he's next door to their dorm, to the rest of the party's dorm.
I mean, if you stayed your own team, you wouldn't have to move, or if you joined us. But I mean, like, no one's saying you have to join a team.
You know, that was almost like you being persuasive.
Huh?
Nothing. He'll just like smile.
She's like darting around. This is probably the first time she's been in a guy's room.
Typical Japanese. Just a lot of like
It's
a
just
bit of
Garrett's room.
training equipment, books he's bought from when he was in Troy, and
Garrett's room.
it's pretty
It's
neatly
Garrett's
put
room.
together.
It has swords.
Wait,
It
is
has
there like
It
a
has a
dumbbell in
Japanese
here?
floor mat.
There is a dumbbell in here. Yes.
I would like. I will ask him if I can lift it.
Knock yourself out.
It's like a fidget cube, but it's a
James,
dumbbell.
I will lift it.
I would like to ask him, how heavy are the dumbbells you lift?
Yeah, how heavy is the dumbbells he lifts?
You have the option to spend 2 mana.
Sure.
When you pick it up, you feel like you feel like sort of like a press on. When you press it on it, it sucks your mana out of you, and it makes the dumbbell heavier.
Okay.
And
I
it
will
has
lift said dumbbell.
it has a room that just increases its weight class.
Good.
Interesting.
I assume I can lift it.
Yes, it starts off at small, so yes.
All right. Wow. Oh, sorry. Getting distracted.
No, that's
So,
fine.
What do you think you're gonna do?
Well, I figured Toto was going to come here eventually, or someone representing Toto, but there's always your team, or he like thinks about it. I'm leaning more toward Iron, honestly.
Iron definitely has a lot to offer.
I don't even care what they have to offer. It's because there's someone in that team I kind of want to help.
Would it happen to be the Spirit Walker?
He'll nod.
Yeah, there was something off about her the day of the finals. And the way that she reacted to Casper and Lorben jumping on Quinn, she didn't seem to be enjoying that sort of play, I guess.
Sylvia doesn't enjoy stuff like that. From my talks with her when we spar, she's not really here to become the top class and destroy anyone underneath her. She's just he'll just smirk. She's just very bad in social environments.
Well, there's always the possibility that we could talk to her. Convince her to leave Team Iron, since the whole being sneaky, devious, crushing everybody beneath you seems to be their entire play.
Not entirely. It's just when it comes to certain situations. Team Iron is also just very talented people. Again, if you look at this, there are a few bad moments. They're seen as devious, but then again, you'll look at Yuto. Team Wood is also have a bit of blemishes on their record as well.
Look, we have blemishes because we stand up for each other. Yes, Barkley was an assassin, and that's not gonna go away. But we've at least stood up for each other, and now everybody has seen what we will do. There's nothing this team wouldn't do for each other. And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think we can compete with Team Iron, especially with these challenges coming up in the tournament.
So you're
And
asking for my help.
I would like your help because I think you're a great fighter and everything, and you would be kind of a really big asset. And if you join Team Iron, it wouldn't set the scales just for us. It would kind of tip the scales for everybody else.
He'll get up and walk towards you. You didn't answer the question. Are you asking for my help?
Yeah. Yes, I am. I
Even
give
though
her
you,
puppy guys.
even though you know what happened very well, it's the last group of people that needed my help.
Even more so after having seen it.
Well, being offered a one-way ticket to any team in the school, it's a lot to think about. But I'll keep it in mind, Toto.
Thanks, V. And even if you do happen to join Team Iron, you're still a good guy in my books. Just make sure Sylvia doesn't cut her own head off or something trying to deal with Casper and Lorben.
Don't worry. She is very responsible in every other field that isn't talking.
Should probably get to know Sylvia better. She was the entire reason I joined Fight Club.
Oh, you got a little crush on her?
Look, I grew up on stories, Fee, and the Spirit Walkers were one of the most told heroic things within the tribes. And one was standing right in front of me and got the shit kicked out of her by the fighting teacher. So yes, absolutely, I was gonna join Fight Club.
We'll smile. That's fair. Spirit Walkers do have a big name about themselves, but I think I could probably still beat her.
That's sure, Fee.
Smile. I mean, we have been sparring this entire time, and it's been pretty even so far.
That's fairly impressive. Are you trying to impress me?
No. He'll just shake his head. I don't want to encourage more of whatever you do whenever you come in my room.
Then you might want to be a little bit more careful with your work, Fee.
Okay, then I'll talk to Saffron then. Saffron, do you think it's impressive
Huh?
of what the Spirit
I
Walker
may
can
be
do?
gay. but I'm
She's
not
still
gay for
looking
you.
at the dumbbell. She has not been paying attention.
Saffron, do you want to play with the dumbbell more?
After we're here on. We're here
He'll
to just talk to you.
he'll smile. Our conversation's done. It's just Toto flirting with me right now. And if you want to stop by, you're more than welcome to play with the dumbbell.
Do you want Toto to leave?
Unless you're going to distract Toto, yes.
All right. Can I grapple Toto and throw Toto out of the room?
Go for it.
Go for it.
Athletics versus acrobatics or athletics.
That's a funny thing to coin. Oh,
You're gonna
actually, I
coin?
can wait. I'll wait. Let's see.
No, I'll coin you.
Oh, you're gonna coin me?
Oh, never mind. That's
Oh
what
yeah, yeah. Never mind. I was waiting to see this.
No need. Toto's gone. Toto gets yeet.
I will throw Toto out of the room and shut the door.
Saffron, you traitor!
No, I'm on the other side of the door. Get shit on. I'm still in the room.
Saffron.
I will wipe the Toto off my hands. So, where did you get this dumbbell?
It was when I was shopping around during Spirit Oasis. I saw it. Didn't think much of it, but I think someone from Team Wood was looking at me, and they bought it for me for Spirit Oasis.
That does look like a very nice dumbbell.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway,
Good.
I
Good.
think you should know the honest truth. I think Team Wood would very much like it if you join their team, but I think more than anything, they just want to make sure you don't get expelled from the school.
He'll smile. They tend to be more worried about other people than their own survival.
I've noticed that. But besides, we need some strong people in this school. And if you join Team Wood, you might even be the second strongest.
Oh, are you putting yourself on the top?
I think you have seen them. I don't know if you know this, but I think I am more toned than all of them put together.
Dindun, is that you?
Yeah,
slipping
it did go a little
Dindun.
bit done.
A little bit of
slipping.
Dindun got put in there.
I might be a little.
I don't think you know this, but
I'm a little more toned.
It is hard to talk like a country girl.
he'll just sort of laugh a little bit. Yeah, they're all pretty scrawny on that team. Porter had some promise when he was, beating himself on my sword, but
Do you know a lot
Yeah, but
about
I beat
Porter? Is he gonna be okay? Cause I kind of beat the crap out of him when I joined the team, and now he won't look me in the face, and I'm very worried I disrupted their whole team dynamic.
as far as I can tell, Porter's always been at the bottom. I just think that you probably reminded him of his past a little bit.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'll try to fix that. But one last thing, if you really decide you don't want to join any team, why don't you just try to get Sylvia to join your team?
He'll think for a bit. Now that is an idea. Ian has chosen
Saffron's
chaos.
a genius.
Ian has chosen chaos.
Now I'm gonna have to do the math for 5 teams. Thanks,
Well,
Ian.
I'll see you some other time, and if you ever want to spar or anything, just let me know.
He'll smile at that. Anytime.
Right.
Oh.
I will leave.
Alright.
Is Toto on the other side of the door still?
Toro give up.
Toto's still on the other side of the door, and he looks so upset. You betrayed me.
You're not supposed to be here anymore.
I was waiting for you. I had to make sure you got back safely.
I am picking you up.
Acrobatics.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Alright,
At least I put up a fight.
Let's go, Toto. I will take you to Irwin now.
You're being manhandled, Toto.
Sure. I hope you know that I am very much resisting the urge to say something to Saffron.
Saffron's fireman here, and she picked you up by the legs. This 5'2" girl is holding you by the legs. And she takes you to Irwin's room.
Hey Saffron, you enjoying the view down there?
Alright, now to drop Toto on the ground.
Do you
And
switch to
walk
dragging?
away.
Just dragging.
No,
Toto?
I'm just dropping Toto.
Right when you're about to we move next door, and just when the Saffron puts you down gently, you make that comment and you get dropped on your butt, and Saffron just quickly moves away from or walks away from you.
Ow.
I'm fucking bolting.
Erwin, you're finishing up the rest of your homework when you hear, ow! muffle through your door.
You know, Toto, sometimes you are bound to get your comeuppance.
They betrayed me, okay? They took me away from Fee.
Are you talking about Saffron?
Yeah, did you know that she can pick me up like a sack of potatoes?
I'm
More
not
turned on
too
my
surprised. After all, you did see how easily she moved that table yesterday.
Oh, and I think I have a type.
Right.
I'm enjoying this so fucking much. Oh god.
Anyways.
All I know is that I don't want Fee to be his own team because I don't like this map.
Saffron's going back to team class. Quinn, you were studying, weren't you?
Yeah.
You're here too, because I'm guessing you guys are just studying in the main room. Unless you go into your room like a little antisocial coward.
I study in the main room because if things happen, I need to be able to visually see them.
Alright, so Quinn, you're watching this transpire.
I'm gonna get involved.
You are.
I
You're
don't
not
want to
going to
hear
get
about.
involved.
I don't want to hear about what Toto's type is.
So that's why I stopped. That's why I turned around.
That's why I turned around.
Quinn will reposition himself at the table so his back is to the commotion.
Toto, you know at this point, this is when Quinn is trying to actively ignore you.
I'm gonna move over to head to my room and so I can actually see Quinn's face now. Don't worry, Your Highness. I'm not gonna start flirting with you. And quite honestly, I should. You guys are probably right. I probably need to stop.
Toto, by the sounds of it, you're not going to start flirting with me because I'm the exact opposite of your type.
That's definitely part of it. Yes.
Which I don't want to hear any more about.
All right. Good night, guys.
You're finishing up there?
Yeah.
Someone's dropping out.
How did things go?
Saffron and I talked with him. He said that he's leaning towards Team Iron, but that he'd take Team Wood into some heavy consideration.
I can't say it's ideal if he joins Iron, but
That's what I told him too, but the only reason he wants to join them is because Sylvia is there.
she does seem the odd one out when it comes to their more deceitful tactics.
He said that he spars with her a lot, and she just doesn't always agree with what Team Iron does. But she's not exactly the best in social situations.
I could believe that.
Yeah. So there's still a very good chance that Fee will join us, but at least he's joining a team.
Right.
He's definitely joining a team.
Unless he takes Saffron's advice and gets Sylvia to join his team.
We weren't there for that. Toto wasn't there for that.
Nope.
Oh, Toto wasn't?
Nope.
No,
Toto got thrown out the
Oh.
room.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Toto could have been eavesdropping. That's cringe.
That is cringe.
So anyway, guys, night. And I'm gonna go to my room.
Alright, I suppose we're taking care of Team Gold tomorrow then.
Yeah, tomorrow, please.
I was like, why don't we take care of it tonight? But then I remembered Toto's Mr. Talky Talk.
Is anyone doing anything else for the day.
Homework.
So is that.
James, Quinn would like to go and file for a team change before he gets locked in with the tournament.
I think you're gonna have to talk to a team leader for that, bud.
Fuck.
Jesus.
You just get Toto to change teams.
Oh, we could get Toto to join Team Fee.
Perfect.
True.
Yeah, Toto, Fee, and Sylvia.
Yeah.
Toto and
Yeah.
Sylvia.
And
Hell
they
yeah.
still wouldn't have anyone in politics.
So
right?
dysfunctional.
Yep.
We would not be. We would have nothing to do with fucking politics, and it would be great.
They would still cover most of the same classes that they already cover.
Yep.
That's so dysfunctional.
Dysfunctional, loving family.
Anyways.
I don't think there's loving in there.
Anyways.
Fee and Sylvia.
Fee and Sylvia.
God. Anyway, is moving forward. The next day, classes. Yay! After classes,
I was about to say, do we finally get to do classes?
we're
And
not.
then you just skip classes.
If we do classes, that's literally gonna go back to day-by-day sessions.
James, what are we doing in history class?
What are you doing a history class?
Yeah.
Why?
I want to know.
You want to know when? You want to know what's going on in history?
Find
Yeah.
out next session.
First, you guys are just going through the pact. That's what you're going. You're going over the time period where the mana beasts are like literally rising up and having a stroke.
Okay, I didn't know if we were still in that time section or not.
Oh, that's a lot of history. That kind of like that's kind of where the form. That's where cities rose up. Where Guild Troy got a lot of their territory. It's when the Beastmasters sort of had their first kind of internal fight. And part of the Beastmasters went back to the homelands, and stayed there. And yeah, a lot of stuff happened.
James,
And at the
let
end
me
of
know when
that
we get
is
to the first Mage Revolution.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Will that be here? I guess it's been like 2 weeks. No, we're not there yet. All right, Liz, you're probably getting there. It's probably the last class in it. So, anyways, it is time for life to exist. Anyone do anything?
Okay, now we can go talk to Team Gold.
Gold.
I'm gonna go to Erwin.
Oh boy, time to go to Team Gold.
You ready to try this?
Well, we need to at least talk to them about it.
Where do you go? Is it at a food? Is it at the meeting room?
It would probably be at their common room. We're trying to not make this, like, you know, the most public thing.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys are entering the main dormitory for Team Gold, you see a Team Iron member leaving sad.
Team Iron member?
Yeah.
He got rejected
Ow.
by Meek.
Yeah. I realized.
Damn, imagine not wanting by yeah. Imagine not being wanted by Meek. Ha ha.
Ouch.
I'm straight, but I'm not straight for you.
So
Truthfully.
you guys go in, and you come in and tell this conversation. I'm just saying, if you keep, dating every guy you see and then immediately breaking up with them after like 2 or 3 days, you're going to start conflict eventually. I have no idea what you're talking about. It's not like I said I was committed to them or anything. You're just having fun. It's not a big deal. Sure, not a big deal at all. Until all those crying people crying over defending us, trying to get, I don't know, you to be convinced otherwise. I'm so glad that I have such a strong relationship with you guys to deal with my messes. It's so wonderful. And they're just gonna glare at her. That's when you guys come in. This is Chris and Finn and Meek.
Right. We'd like to talk to you about the upcoming tournament, if we could.
Chris just sort of looks at you guys a bit not untrusting look, and Finn will just sort of shrug. What about it?
I think Chris pretty much knows what we're concerned about here. If Team Gold happens to be able to challenge Team Wood, we all know for a fact that Chris will be challenging Berkeley specifically, and Berkeley will agree to whatever Chris says, and I just don't think it's beneficial to either team.
How so?
That's actually the problem, I believe. I believe it's too beneficial to your team, specifically.
You kind of got me lost there, Erwin, but I could just be staring in your eyes too much. How is that a problem for us then?
It's not a problem for you. I actually would like to speak more to Chris himself.
Yeah, he sort of just look at Chris. Chris will, he looks a bit impatient, but will just like look at you expectingly.
From my understanding, you don't want to bring anybody else into this, right?
There's no point to bring anyone else into this. This problem is with that dirty assassin and me.
Then my only request is that you leave this out of the tournament. Because if you challenge him as the way he is now, he won't fight you. He's just going to lie down and lose.
He's not going to fight me regardless, and I still think that's a little bull. You don't change like that. I saw what he looked like when he kind of stopped himself. I saw what he was like. A monster like that doesn't just die out. I bet if I slap him around a bit, just like in that cafeteria, his instincts will come out again.
You may be right, but I only ask that you keep this out of the tournament.
Sure, just agree to keep your lapdog over there, looks at Toto, out of our brawl. Maybe even agree to a fight outside the tournament. I don't mind waiting, as long as I know what's going to happen.
I don't control Toto.
Then if I can't get certainty that Toto isn't going to butt in and throw him something that he doesn't belong in, or that I get to actually fight Barkley and be done with this, then you're leaving me no choice. How do you stand by him, Erwin?
Because when I look into his eyes, I know that he wants to atone for everything that he's done. I understand that it's very difficult to, and that this is your way, that you want him to atone. But it's not how he wants to. And Earl just kind of goes silent as he looks at the floor because he can't think of what to say.
You let a monster run free because you think he'll change? Even if he is different, you think he deserves a spot with us? People who've worked hard to stay in this school deserves a spot with such caring hearts like Toto and you, apparently? I'm not trying to kill him. I just want him to pay for what he did that day, and I want him out of this school.
By taking him out of this school, you're likely just throwing him right back where he came from.
Back into the darkness, and so what if it consumes him? He's the one that was playing with it for so long. He's the one that's killed so many innocents through it.
He can't control where he's born, Chris.
Don't I know that story? He looks at you, Toto. He stares you down. Can't control where you're born. Can't control how you're raised. Right, everyone? Can't control what we are.
Don't you
Oh.
start playing those fucking mind games with Erwin.
I'm simply talking about the truth.
That's pretty racist.
You don't determine what you are, but you determine what you do. That says a whole lot more.
So shouldn't he be held by that same standard?
That's what we're trying to do, but you're intervening.
Nah, from the start.
I've
You think? Good.
never disagreed that he shouldn't face you and deal with the consequences of his actions. However, I understand why he doesn't want to. He can't fight against you without using his full lethal force, and he doesn't want to do that to you.
Ability battle. With Toto and Erwin.
Fuck.
Erwin gets to lead it.
Oh boy. Oh god, am I using charisma here?
That's up to you, buddy.
I'm asking James if this is what I should be using here.
Why are you asking me? What do you want to use?
Well, I'd much rather use intelligence, but
I could argue intelligence because you're trying to make a logical argument as to why he shouldn't bring this into the tournament. But which one you actually use is going to depend. Like, I'd look at which of your abilities you're intending on using and whether the abilities Toto wants to contribute give a bonus for charisma rather than anything else. Like which is going to be more beneficial to you.
This seems like
I
a
could see an
strength
argument
battle.
for intelligence or charisma.
so let's see. That won't help. That probably won't help.
What's it going to be, that boy?
Look, I'm looking through my abilities, alright?
Do you have straight talk?
Surprisingly, no.
Because straight talk gives you a +5 bonus if you're using intelligence or wisdom.
You think I should have straight talk, but I don't.
Well, I have it, and if you're using intelligence,
Okay, cool.
just to, be like, oh, yeah, if you want to use intelligence, we do have something that gets a bonus
Yeah.
from it.
Because I know if you do use intelligence, you will also simply get more abilities because your modifier is higher.
Yeah, the two that I have that could work in this is straight talk and fortress.
James, I have a question.
Yeah.
If I use a skill, so to add a skill to this battle, does it have to be an intelligence skill if I'm using intelligence as my base?
No. Technically, no, but you have to justify it. It does not have to be. It does not have to be based on this. Your base.
Okay.
What skill do you like to add? The persuasion. It's history.
Actually, it was
Animal handling.
no, it was performance, James. It's performance.
What in God's name are you doing?
Explain.
I'm wanting to use the
Cut.
drama ability.
Oh no. Okay.
Wait, you
Oh.
have drama?
Oh.
Go for it.
You have drama?
Erwin's been taking theater classes. He hasn't
And he's
just
from-
not been doing anything in there. He's
I'm-
actually been practicing.
I'm sitting.
Yeah.
What?
Go for it. You can add it.
Okay. All that I have really to add there. Well, actually, how does straight talk do if you're using charisma, wisdom, or intelligence? Yeah. Okay. No.
Yeah, it's a +3 if you're using just charisma, but if you're using intelligence or wisdom, it's a +5.
All right.
So it's up to you, because
I don't think I can use fast talk and drama together. Those don't really work very well.
Dramatically fast talking.
It doesn't work very well, right?
Oh, I say, I just don't.
I mean,
God, I'm confused and moved. People after watching Devilman Crybaby for the first time. Right. Honestly, that might just be the only ability I'm able to apply to this, sadly. Because I don't think anything else really applies so far. Because I'm not going to try and use Show Off.
Show off. Are you done then?
So Toto would add...
I have straight talk and fortress, which are the biggest ones.
Well, you can only add 1 TP from you, right? Or no? Oh, right. Okay, never mind. You can use Fortress. Fortress would be good.
Yeah, so I can give you straight talk and I can give you fortress.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I do have artistic, but it's not exactly my performance being added, it's yours, so I don't know if that works.
Probably not. Yeah, also, even if you technically did use that, I don't know if it would apply to me.
Who just slapped some cheeks, dude? What the fuck?
Oh, I was trying to get Cedar to get his nose out the trash.
Yeah, well.
He can probably tear open the Cane's box and eat what's left in there. So yeah, I don't think it works that way, and it's 2 TP. I don't know how much TP we have.
We have, if we're using int as a base, we have 5. It's 5. It's +1, or is it +2? We either have 6 or 7 TP that we're not.
I believe
really
it's +2.
Using.
Okay,
We have. So... We're using 3 of it right now. Oh wait, no. With Fortress, we'd be using 4.
Okay.
But I don't know if it would really apply.
Yeah, Fortress? I think it has to be. I think it has to be me using the performance, not you.
Artistic.
Yeah.
How's it worded?
While using this ability, if you have expertise in performance or an instrument, you may add your expertise bonus to your roll, even if the expertise bonus is already being used in the roll. If you have your performance modifier in the roll, you may add an additional +4 to the roll.
Yeah, your performance modifier.
Yeah, and we're not using Toto's. We're using Irwin's.
Oh wait, I could use Insightful. That actually works really well. Okay, so yeah, let's resolve Insightful. So I need to roll Performance Chest versus their Insight. And if I'm using int as my base, so I can make it with advantage. And add a d6 to my battle roll. Yeah, alright.
Excellent.
Slash roll 2d20 plus
So you ready? Are you done with your adding your stuff?
Well,
Like
I have
you're
to.
good?
No, I have to use I have to make a test for visibility.
Okay.
So I need to. I will need. I need Chris to make me an insight test.
Okay.
Huh. I should coin that, shouldn't I?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, I'd probably. Probably. That was not good rolls.
It's
No.
being coined, Ian.
Wham.
Oh,
I
it's
have
one
all 4
better.
coins.
Did that beat us? Insight.
Yes.
Awesome. Well,
Totally worth it.
then he gets a -4 to his roll, and I get a d6 to my roll.
All right. What are you
So-
doing then?
Let me actually add up things. I'm sorry.
Yeah, because we have a +5 from straight talk.
Okay, +5 from straight talk. 1d6 from insightful, and drama. Fortress doesn't take effect unless he's adding negatives, and drama gives him a -6, and then +2 for my performance mod. It's not a great mod, but you know.
All right. My turn. You're gonna take a -10 to your roll.
-10. All right.
-3, so we take a -7.
Cool. We have no modifiers other than the d6.
Jesus
And
Christ.
how much you subtracting from?
6.
All right. So he's gonna be rolling at a +2.
All right.
You ready?
I'm terrified. I'm
Here
terrified.
for
We don't
me,
have
who has
coin
all
type.
4 coins, and let's
Yeet.
go.
This though.
You rolled a nat
You know what? I have
Damn.
confidence in this. I'm gonna coin.
You're gonna coin? Yeah, all right.
I'm coining Erwin.
There's no way we're. Oh my
Not
god.
one, not one.
You really shouldn't have had confidence. That's a 21, James.
All right, I'm coining myself.
Roll worse, please. For the love of God, roll worse.
Not
Yes!
20, not 20.
We have no chance, and we rolled it.
Hey, James, you can have a coin back.
You can't coin a coin. That's funny.
No, I know that. I'm just saying you can have a coin back.
Yeah, we did agree on that.
Yeah.
Alright. So.
That was a plot coin for Erwin.
I'll refund you.
Are you supposed to roll with advantage? Oh no, you failed the thing, didn't you?
What, a 3?
I roll with advantage on the initial test. Or,
Okay.
For determining that
16 or higher,
ability.
you bastard. That was a 16 or higher chance. You bastard. Or 17 higher because you have to beat him.
Yeah.
You little bastard.
You're the one who did it.
Little bastard.
We did it.
Such a low chance. I hate you. Alright.
It's just a
So-
0.2% chance.
Is it 0.2? For 17 higher?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So.
Yo, 20. Sorry, it's 20% chance, not 0.2. Math dumb.
0.2 is 20.
Anyway.
So. You see him sort of just stop talking for a bit. You said people control who they are by what they do, right, Erwin?
Yes. I did say that.
So we're not filthy crafters. We're just people that have the abilities of crafters.
While not everyone sees us as such, I would agree with that statement.
That's what Master wanted everyone to see. That's what you reminded me of. We want people to understand that the way we use our mana doesn't determine who we are as a person. But not every crafter that can manipulate their body is going to turn into some horrific monster or some blasphemous fiend. Too bad he had to die because he cared too much about people.
I'm sorry I was never able to meet him.
I will challenge Barkley if I get a chance at this tournament. But I won't ask you to put his expulsion on the line. He'll look at you directly, Erwin. But all I ask is that you let me fight Barkley and let me determine through his actions what he deserves, how he should be dealt with. You only know him as Barkley. I know him as the assassin that killed my master, as Plague Wing.
I'm glad that his expulsion is not on the line, necessarily. But if you do this during the tournament, I don't want either team to suffer from whatever loss comes about from this. I don't want the entirety of Team Gold having to bear a loss if you lose it, or the entirety of Team Weed bearing a loss for this tournament if...
Team Weed.
Did I say Weed? Look, it's W double vowel D. You gotta give me some
No, it's okay. We know
No,
what's
it's
on
okay.
your mind.
It's okay. We're Team Weed.
Or Team Wood bearing the responsibility of Barkley's loss. Because this tournament has deeper consequences than just the single match that goes on within it.
Then maybe we'll give him a reason to fight back, and not just hide under the excuse that he doesn't want to hurt me. He looks over at Finn. Do you care what I do? We've already been over this, man. As much as crazy as you guys are, you're my team. I'll take your punishments. We'll be fine whether we win or lose the challenge.
Then I suppose that's all we can do.
And I suppose it's on you then. He'll look at you again, Erwin. Your choice. If we get picked, I'll leave it up to you. I'll talk with you. But this is me, one last time. He's like biting back his words, trying to listen to my old man's words. You do what you want with them. But either way, Barkley's not getting out of a fight with me. I just want to know if you're willing to take another risk for someone you think has changed. Or do you want to play it safe and show me how Team Wood really acts?
When he says that last bit, Erwin will just kind of intensify his glare and kind of stare at him and... Very well. I'll accept your conditions.
He'll nod. And then he'll sort of look at Toto and just sort of acknowledge your existence and walk away, leaving you with Finn and Meek. Well, that was just real cordial right there. I know, right? I think we're really getting closer as friends. Erwin, Toto.
I apologize for that.
Oh, you're fine. he's been dealing with that ever since he found out what Barkley was. Kind of want to help him, but at the same time, I kind of see where you're coming from. Or you just have a soft side for a particular team leader. Meeks is gonna kick him. Ow! You did what's right, Erwin.
Right. Thank you for letting us be here.
Oh, you're welcome by any time. Anytime I can see that beautiful face of yours.
Right. Toto?
Died
Toto?
of hypothermia.
Dodo's just kind of silently fuming. He just kind of nods to Erwin and starts walking back to the dorms.
I think we have a conversation we need to have with Barkley.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you both later.
No.
And
Say your
also,
goodbyes.
Juno, if Juno's there, sorry. I think you mentioned she was there upon initially.
Oh, no, she's not there.
Okay.
Well, she's there, but she's purposely disconnected herself from the situation.
Right.
She's disassociated from this.
That's fair. I just didn't mean to exclude Juno from, like...
Juno, the incest daughter. Sister. Anyways, speaking of incest, Quinn, what are you doing? Are you doing anything in particular?
That's a funny position.
Nothing in particular.
All right, cool, great. You get a knock on your door.
Interesting.
And then because you can't hear, Sully answers the door.
Thank you, Sully. You're a real pal.
Oh yeah, that's right. You're deaf.
I think Sully's just knocking. And then Sully opens the door, looks at you like staring at a book, and then looks at the door just angry. All right, that's right. You're
disabled roommates.
Fuck ADA regulations. Why couldn't he be in a special dorm?
Sully opens the door and you find Barrett on the other side.
Are you here for me, Toto, Erwin, or Quinn?
Quinn.
I'm going to turn around. Where's Quinn?
At the table. Quinn probably looked up at this point.
Oh,
Unless
fuck,
Quinn
Barrett's
doesn't
here.
occasionally look up for situational awareness.
Look, he occasionally looks up for situational awareness because he's not stupid. He noticed Sully move out of the corner of his eye and was like, oh fuck, someone's at the door.
Barrett will wave at you and sit down with you.
What's up, Barrett?
I know there's like that whole tournament thing going on. I wasn't sure if I was gonna bother you or not, but I kind of need some help.
What with?
I think the theater coach guy, I think he has it out for me. He put me on first chair for the strings, and this is really hard composition.
Quinn's gonna light up fuck, your first chair?
I thought that I was gonna be toward the back and just get a chance to experience it, but I don't know what happened. Was shocked that I knew you and then put me in the front.
To be fair, if it makes you feel less shocked that your first chair, I don't know many other string players that aren't auditioning for other roles, but I still think you're going to do amazing.
Sure. But there's a whole. He like looks down. It's very complicated music. I got the other songs down, but it's mainly the big romantic climax. This is very difficult.
I can help you with that. Definitely, yeah.
I'm screaming.
He'll smile. Thanks. I mean, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know you're busy with school and everything.
No, I can definitely make time for it. It's not like I'm team leader or anything, so or Toto. I don't have to go around diplomatizing all the other teams, so I have time.
That does confuse me, seeing how you are the best talker I have met, I think, in my life.
But there are a significant amount of people out to get me here, and therefore I don't want to bring the whole team down with that.
No smile. Yeah, it just means you're popular.
I'm gonna pat him on the shoulder. Sure, buddy.
It'll just scoot closer to you so you can see the music.
All right, James, how bad is this music? Is it in the key of D flat minor?
D flat minor. Sure.
It's been a year and a half since I've looked at keys, but I think that's the one with 5 flats.
D flat minor.
James, I'm not a music major anymore. I don't know them off the top of my
Doesn't
head.
mean you just forget how music works.
No, I know how it works. I just don't want to sit here for 5 minutes remembering how the circle of fifths works.
Oh, well, we're not
Kinda
going to go
cringe.
into a deep dive on how music works. I'm just saying, do you help the man?
Yes, I help the man.
All right,
Which
make me
scale is it in? What's the mode?
What's the mode? What's the chord progression?
No, we're not doing this. Back.
His
All right,
mother's
well-
maiden name.
How difficult are the inversions?
Are we doing this in a major key or a minor key?
It's a romantic theme. It's in the major key. That's optimistic, okay?
Back, you two, back.
D
All right,
flat
you-
minor is the
trombone real
most
quick.
optimistic of the minor keys.
Here I go, getting my trombone.
Here I go getting my bass.
I'm too lazy to
Anyways.
actually do it.
Make me a performance.
Oh yeah,
Quinn.
you said that. You said that.
All right, you do a good job teaching
Yeah.
Barrett.
How to-
And there comes a point when I need to make a perception at advantage.
Advantage? Since when does Quinn get to make perceptions at advantage?
There comes a point where you guys both get lost as you're sort of teaching him things. You see your team going in and out, talking and things like that. There is a point where you guys where you're just sort of going over notes that he finds really difficult. And as you're teaching, you just at the corner eye, you catch him. He's not looking down at the music. He's just sort of smiling and just sort of staring at you.
That's kind of gay.
He's gay.
Quinn's not blushing. Quinn's not blushing at all.
He's gay.
Whatever
He's
Quinn
gay
did
for you.
though, Barrett sort of clears his throat and looks back down at the music.
Music time, James.
All right, with that. Are you doing anything today, Sully?
They're gonna do that. I'm just gonna go out.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna go out. That's it.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really anything specific I want to pursue.
You've stopped on the whole Casper thing.
Well, I've already found out he's a little bitch, so.
You didn't find that out. You were guessing.
Let's see.
James, by the way, that I accidentally rolled persuasion instead of performance, so I didn't get a 27.
What'd you get?
It's only a 24.
Oh no.
I just wanted to clear that up.
Oh no.
I don't know how to read. That's my point. Here.
Oh no, your character's deaf and you're illiterate.
Oh no.
So you
Guess
doing anything
we're
right now?
both the same.
Nah, I'm not doing anything.
Hi, what's up? My name is Jared. I'm 19. I never know how to fucking read. So,
Wish I was illiterate.
I was gonna say Cerise, and I don't know what happened there. Erwin.
What the fuck? I haven't played Cerise in a couple months. Yeah, what's up?
Oh God!
No.
What was
No.
that?
That was Cerise.
No.
You don't miss Cerise?
I'm gonna go beat up Garrett now.
Hey,
You don't
look, you
wanna
guys
bring
asked
I
for it.
concur.
And
Let's go
suddenly
for Garrett.
Cerise falls from the sky from a different dimension, wielding the famous short sword SMG.
Trying to
Alright.
remember what I called that. Nightshade's petals, I think. Anyways.
There we go. Blossom kills someone. What is everyone doing anything, or is everyone done for the day?
James, who would know the most about Porter?
About Porter?
Yes, on the funny team would.
Toto.
I will have to find Toto.
Okay. Are you just doing nothing, Erwin, then?
Probably not until. Probably. Yeah, probably. I think Erwin's probably not doing anything like of importance until tonight, I think.
Alright, Saffron, you meet up with Toto. Toto, you're being moody somewhere, and then Saffron finds you.
Oh, hey, Toto, I got another question for you.
Oh, sure.
Would you happen to know any food that Porter likes?
A food?
Yeah, like any food Porter likes. Or anyone who would know what kind of food he likes.
Why do you want to know what kind of food he likes?
So I can give him an apology in the nicest way I know how.
No other specific reason why you might be giving him food?
Because I'm scared I hurt his feelings as a man.
Toto's just gonna burst out laughing at that. Alright. James, do I know what food that Porter likes?
He
Did I
likes
gather?
chocolate gravel.
He likes what now?
Or
Chocolate
was he just
gravel.
eating gravel?
There's a.
But I know what you're talking about. It's like those little fudge rocks. Those are amazing. Love them.
In world, what they are, fudge rocks with, like powdered sugar on it that rot your teeth out. So people call them chocolate gravel because you're breaking your teeth.
He likes this this treat called a chocolate gravel.
We'll keep that in mind. Thank you, Toto.
No problem.
And I will walk away. James, Saffron's new goal is to find out how to make chocolate gravel.
I see.
That is how I would spend the rest of my day.
So you're gonna check out a book on recipes?
Yes.
Okay. So, with that, Toto, you doing anything?
Unless Erwin wants to go talk to Barkley.
Oh, fuck
he's just
yeah,
gonna-
we were supposed to do that.
Yeah, okay. You guys go talk to Barkley.
My bad, I forgot we hadn't done that yet.
Yeah, yeah. Toto would have asked you on the way, and then probably ran into Saffron.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I totally forgot we hadn't done that.
Yeah, no, you're fine. So we're gonna go talk to Barkley then, James.
Alright. You find Barkley being Barkley in the Barkley room.
Barkley.
Is he alone?
Oh, damn, sorry. Yeah,
Porter's
it's-
not there. Kino's sleeping, most likely. And if Tap's in the room, she's most likely purposely being quiet.
Gotcha.
So there's no randos in the room?
No.
I don't think we give a fuck about talking about this in front of any of them.
No. Barkley.
Yeah.
There's kind of something important we need to discuss with you.
Let me guess, Chris again?
Yeah.
We went to
What
talk to
about
him
it?
today.
Oh.
And if Team Gold gets to challenge this next week, he is most certainly going to challenge you specifically. However, it is not necessarily expulsion that's on the line for you.
He said that we were willing, if we wanted to, we could find a stake that we agreed with, and he would agree with anything that we did. But the problem is, he wants you to fight seriously whether you want to or not.
Big-headed idiot. I don't think you realize how poison works.
I brought that up a little bit. However, he didn't seem much inclined to listen.
Well, I guess I'll just have to try my hardest. If I could probably figure out some way not to poison him, or use a poison that won't kill him or something. Just something to put on a show so that he leaves you guys alone. I don't mind getting tossed around a bit, but he looks at you, Erwin. Are you okay with losing?
If we have to lose, I would like you to find a way to win. But I understand that that is difficult for you.
They'll start thinking. Well, those are the obvious choices, but I'm not trying to kill anyone. I'll think about it, but I'll try my hardest without killing someone.
Thank you.
All right.
I do have a question for you, Erwin.
And
If we get the opportunity to challenge Gold, are we letting Barkley challenge Chris?
that wasn't our condition. I believe that if we have the chance to take the lead and challenge, then we should focus on what would be best for the team at that point.
Kicking team glasses ass. Team wood or team fees. Sorry, team iron, I'd say.
Just asking.
Alright. A quick aside, what's our end time? Because I don't know what's happening nowadays.
That's a fair point.
Our end time is 6:30.
Okay. Alright, so with that, anyone else do anything today?
Yeah.
Oh. Toto?
No, I'm not doing anything. Nothing.
Alright, where do you go at the night, Erwin?
We're gonna finally have that conversation with Meek that was
No.
baited last session.
What do you mean? I don't bait anything. Except for a relationship
What?
between Juno and Quinn. Anyways.
Shut the fuck up, James. The only baiting I want of a relationship with Juno is involving Finn.
Does Quinn want that, though? Is there?
Quinn doesn't want that. But Rowan
Although,
does.
compared to alternative options,
Compared
Finn
to
doesn't seem
alternative,
like a bad
Finn's
choice.
not terrible, okay? It could be a lot worse.
What's the alternative option?
Basically anyone else.
Toto?
What's...
Toto, yes.
Toto flirted with her session 1.
That is true, but
What's
I'm a
wrong
wingman
with
before I'm a
Toto?
flirt.
What's wrong with Toto?
What isn't wrong
Have
with
you
Toto?
met Toto?
I'm just saying, Toto's seen the most actions this entire campaign.
That's
But
not a good thing.
simultaneously relate.
You're Saffron.
Why would Quinn
Saffron's
want
gonna see
that?
more action.
That's not earning Toto points. Finn has done. I can't say he's done nothing wrong, but I feel like he would treat Juno
I
right.
can't say he's done nothing wrong.
Have you seen what the man has done though for Juno?
Exactly. He would treat Juno right. That's my point.
All right, so, where do you go looking for Meek?
We'll check the usual spot first.
In her room, in her little common room.
No, the front.
Okay, you find her out there. She's by herself.
I apologize for the bit of commotion we caused in the common room earlier.
Oh no, it's fine. We kind of saw it coming. One of you are gonna end up coming over here, either Toto, the Great Mother, or you or Quinn. It's bound to happen. Plus, the sooner we get over with, the sooner Chris starts acting like Chris again.
Has he not been himself during all this?
He's usually kind and sweet and trying his best to keep me out of trouble, but now it seems like it's the complete opposite. I have had to do so much work keeping him from just running up and beating Barkley. It's so exhausting.
And I thank you for that work.
Well, anything for a cute face like you. Just smile.
Right, although... I suppose that's not the only thing I'm here to apologize for.
She'll look confused.
I'm sorry you don't... I'm sorry that I haven't given you anything about myself to go off of. I'm sorry that you don't know me.
She thinks for a bit. Oh no! And she'll put her hands up. That's not why I was upset that day. I know I. And she'll smile. That's nothing to do with you, Erwin. You're fine. Honestly, I kind of know a lot about you. I don't need to know your entire history or anything.
Can I insight that, James?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll use my ability that makes me somewhat okay at insight.
I use my godlike ability.
Hey, it's not a godlike ability. It only works a little alright. What the fuck is that ability called? Magnifying glass,
Investigator.
I think. Or is it investigator?
Magnifying glass, super duper glass, saffron glass, saffron approved.
Aww.
Sorry, I have
Try
to
to
find
trigger
it.
a player in your campaign. Just repeatedly say their character name until they figure out what's going on.
Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, they get a -5 to their roll if they're lying.
Ah, I see.
Yep.
Alright, let's go.
However, if there's nothing like that, I have a -3.
You have a -3 in your roll.
Oh, do I? Damn.
Hey.
Well, if it be like that. 12.
12. You do realize she's being truthful, but she is acting weird. Especially when she realized you were talking about a theater practice.
Right.
There's something there, but she's not lying to you.
I apologize then. Maybe I misread what was going on there.
Oh, there's nothing to apologize. I mean, unless you want to talk about yourself, which, it's cool and everything.
Well,
I kind of already know who you are.
Right. In that case, is everything all right with you?
Me? Oh, perfectly fine as usual. So many beautiful people at the school. How can I not be fine? He wants the insight.
James, I'm just gonna not roll it, if that's okay. I
Oh,
understand
no.
that maybe she's doing an okay job of hiding it, but Erwin's going to ask this next question regardless of how well he thought she was holding that in.
That's fair.
Well, at least at the practice it did seem like something got to you. If not me, then perhaps it was something else.
Zara stops. Her like a lot of rapid motions and smiling, and it kind of just for a minute just goes blank. And then she starts to softly smiles. No, it's just when we were talking, it just kind of reminded me. Uh, I She kind of just sits back down at the steps.
I'll sit down with her.
I wasn't saying that I don't know anything about you and I want to know things about you. It's just, I just know for a fact that no one here knows anything knows anything important about me.
I suppose I somewhat understand how you feel there.
She'll smile. I mean, I guess that is what's about you. I kind of feel like you do understand. There's a secret you keep, and I don't know what it is, but there's something that you do, something off that you don't want people to know about, and you're still here. And like I said before, there's nothing wrong and stuff like that. It's just the things I'm doing, and mainly like for the first time, it's Meek's having trouble finding words. She keeps tripping over herself.
If you're afraid that nobody here knows anything important about you, then why not tell them?
Because then the truth of it comes crashing down on me. Like the final curtain drawing in, and it's over. The act's over.
I Arnold just kind of he seems like he's trying to find something to say, but just struggles. Sorry, it sounds like he's trying to find something to say, but he's just kind of silently struggles after saying like
She'll smile. It's weird. This is probably the most serious conversation we've had.
Despite my initial attempts to talk to you, I was where I was trying to be more serious with you than I have become.
Well, it's not like I help. It's not like I, help you be serious. I'm kind of the exact opposite. It's really fun messing with you and with everyone in your team. You guys are different.
I'll choose to take that kindly than, any other way.
she'll laugh. It's kind. It's all of a kindness, especially from a. And she'll just actually stop herself. When you guys saved me and Finn, no one else would have done that. I don't think anyone else at the school would have done that.
If I'll be honest with you here, I don't know why I did that back then. I mean,
But you did it.
now if I was presented with the option, I would do it again without a second thought, but back then I wasn't in the same mindset that I am now.
But that was just the beauty of it. That was the real artistic value. You guys didn't have any reason to go after us. You were on a time limit. You didn't know if you were going to get any benefit out of it, and you were facing something that could have honestly killed you. And like a knight in shining armor, you sliced that thing in half, and you saved me. You saved me and Finn.
You two were at least some act of help.
We were two idiots stuck in a tree yelling at you guys to run away.
Well, I suppose at least the two of you didn't die in the Sacred Lands then.
Yeah, it's all thanks to you. And the rest of your team. But you, by far, were the coolest.
I'm certain that you'd be saying otherwise if you were talking to somebody else.
She actually, you see her actually, you see that, like, sort of sadness go in her eyes again. Probably.
Sorry, I meant that as a joke.
No, I know you did. And she started again, like it's a lot at a loss of words. It's so hard talking to you, Erwin.
Mm. Is there a reason as to why?
With everyone else, I can just put on the act and fall into the character they want me to be. The shy girl, the loud girl, the quiet girl, the nosy girl, just anything that makes them more attracted to me and lets us have fun. But when I'm talking to you, I kind of want you to just know me.
Hmm.
It's the same with the rest of with Quinn and Sully and Toto, but with you, it's hard just to put on an act. I can do it for the others if I needed to, but I don't want to do that with you.
I'm not too certain what to say.
She'll turn to you and just sort of stare into your eyes. I think first time ever I can say that I really do like you. Jokes aside,
Ah. Um. I thank you for saying that. I can't say I feel entirely dissimilar, but I don't know if I can accept that.
you see her smile, but it doesn't reach her eyes. I don't want you to. And she'll get up. I think there's a reason I haven't asked you out on a date yet. I've asked everyone else I talk to.
You make a fair point.
She'll laugh a little bit. I've been doomed since I showed up to the school, Erwin. No matter what my heart wants, I can't have it. Because I'm screwed. Again, like I said, this is just an act, and in reality, it's hopeless for me. So even if you care the same way I did, if you liked me the same way I liked you, it's not like I can do anything about it. So it's best that it stays like this. Keeps the mystery of it. It keeps it more fun that way.
Right. Right.
Right. She's gonna just walk up the steps.
Erwin will probably stay there for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And as you walk off, you see that sadness for the first. You see a very depressed look on her face as she walks off.
After a few minutes of sitting alone, Erwin will probably just go back to his room.
All right. And with that, we're going to fast forward to tournament day unless anyone else has anything they want to do.
I was gonna say something, but I was like, no, I don't want to do that right now. It's fine. We'll wait until after auditions. It's okay.
All right.
Tournaments.
That's the auditions for the end of the week, or was it a week?
I don't know when you said that.
Undisclosed time period.
James, you can do auditions now, or you can start the tournament now.
No,
Only one of them is happening this session.
We can do both in the last hour. Let's go!
James, you know that's not going to actually work out.
Let's go!
James.
Go!
I kill myself.
All right.
We will drag out whichever one you start with. That's just how we roll.
Not if I TPK during auditions. So
Kill Quinn during audition.
Barrett kisses another guy.
What the fucking hell? Is that an earthquake?
I think Robo just fell to the floor.
Go check on him.
Are you okay, Rebel? I heard that on the way out here.
To be fair, I had my door open and I tried to make a lot of noise. I just like scooched my chair back, clattered it, and stood up.
Amazing.
Jesus.
There you go.
Anyways.
That's how I kill Quinn emotionally. All right, so. Anyways, start off. Well, welcome to whatever this is going to be. Very interesting, yet very chaotic for you first years. So the professors you see in here is actually Ian, and the other no one else is in here. God, we've spent so much time rigorously going over different schedules and plans of how we should do this tournament. And we totally didn't just put a bunch of names in a hat and pull it out too. So for the first week of this trial,
Wait, is Fee on a team because we're about to lock in? James, James, I don't like the math of Fee being alone or with Sylvia.
or with Sylvia.
Like I'm okay with either of those emotionally, but mathematically, I don't want that right now.
Mathematical.
Dude, I can't believe Finn from Adventure Time's joining Team Fee.
You guys
Damn.
look, and as you guys are all looking, you see that that Fee is with Team Iron.
Yep.
Understandable.
Funny if you said Team Fee.
I just knew it wasn't Team Wood because we hadn't had a conversation. So
that would be a stroke.
damn. Let me go change my spreadsheet.
Actually, hold on. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no. High or low?
Low.
Rebel.
Low.
Alright. Team Fee's with Team Fee.
Yeah, let's go!
Ah!
And including Team Fee is Sylvia.
Let's go!
Interesting.
I've kept the teams alive!
Interesting.
Hold on, I also need to do some things here. Because Ian has caused chaos.
Now that there's multiple people on Team Fee, I need to like give them an actual color.
Listen, I'm doing what's good for Team Wood, helping people live their happy lives. I'm doing the Toto. Happy life does not mean fucking consumerism into our team.
I mean, hell, I'm okay with this.
I'm okay
It's just
with
I
it.
don't like the math.
Yeah.
It's better than
Devour.
iron.
No,
Let's
I
go,
was
Toto!
okay with him being on iron. I just knew we would lose the tournament.
It's okay.
But
Now
yeah.
we're just gonna lose the fucking fourth week.
So during this time, actually, let's take a step back here because that is a very important point. During this time, Ian, why are you such a bastard?
What? I thought he would enjoy that.
That was a good suggestion,
He's
Ian.
worried
I'm
if he
glad
wants
you're in
to-
this campaign
If
now.
he wants to be with his friend and doesn't want to join another team, why not just invite the team, knowing full well this way he has less people to deal with?
God,
Well,
That's
that
why
means
you
now
make
when
it
we
happen.
fight iron, we don't have to deal with Sylvia.
like I've just called this category undeclared students.
Listen, and when they ultimately take our 4 unnamed students,
I think they're in the exact. Oh, they're in slightly different classes. All right. So with that, that brings Team Iron down a member. So they have 12.
yeah.
And then Team Gold loses. Bop, 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 bop. They lose Becky.
They lose Becky?
Who's Becky?
Becky's gonna join
Lights.
Team Fee.
Let's go.
Wait, people are actually joining Team Fee
Okay.
now?
Okay. Okay.
Bringing Team Gold to 10.
James.
Glass stays
I'm
strong.
trying to. I'm waiting for someone to give Team Fee some politics representation.
Yeah.
That's right, you know
He
Scar.
needs to take Fielda.
And sadly, I don't want Filda to go. God damn it, Filda goes.
Yeah, I was like, Fielda makes the most sense, and she's in politics, so Fee
Bye,
has
Team
politics
Glass.
representation now.
Who's the fuck leaves?
Filda.
Oh,
So,
that's
so
She's on
what we're
glass.
saying now is that Fee has a harem.
Team Wood loses 2 members, and those 2 members join Team Glass.
I'll be joining
That's
Team
fair.
Glass.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Understandable.
Oh, okay.
Is that one who spoke up out of our fucking hairs now?
High or low?
Hi.
High as it was.
I think no matter what it was.
It was. It was the one member to speak up. Like, alright, fuck y'all. That's fine.
You can't have a personality. You're not allowed. Toto, I need to talk to you real quick.
Uh-oh.
Is he gonna try to get Toto to join his team?
Uh-oh.
Bruh.
Alright, James.
Toto,
Yeah.
Porter approaches you.
Uh-oh. I don't like this.
He seems to have been training hard this entire all week. What's up, old man?
Hi. Hi. You done with training already?
I finished a little early.
Right.
Toto, what would you do if I left?
That depends on what you mean by left.
If I switch teams?
Why do you want to switch teams?
He looks away. Well, you guys don't really need me on wood, and Fee offered to let me in, and I could get stronger from with people like Fee. And he personally has Sylvia now.
I wouldn't be happy with losing you. But I can't blame you for wanting to join Team Fee.
Maybe we could both join. Sure, Fee will let you in.
As tempting as it is, there's a lot of people on Team Wood that still need me. Or
Right.
at least I'd like to believe they do.
You got a place there.
You do too, you know. We
You
team
got-
a lot, but you're one of our strongest members.
He shakes his head. I'm at the bottom of that list.
I don't think you are, Porter, but I don't know, maybe joining Team Fee is I don't know what to tell you, Porter. Because I don't want to hurt your feelings by sending you off to Team Fee when I still... I don't know.
I thought I was getting stronger. I thought I was making progress. I thought I was doing really good. And maybe when I did go back home, I could really help my mom if when she sees me. But then Saffron comes along, some country girl, and she just throws me across the floor like I'm nothing. I'm still the same weakling I was before.
From my point of view, you've grown a lot, and I'm proud of you. If you want to go join Team Fee, I'm not going to stop you.
He looks you in the eyes. You're the Pathfinder? Isn't your job to show me the path?
I wish I could, but Stephanie's kind of. I don't know. I can barely handle the past, Porter.
He like looks away.
I want what's best for you. But I won't always know that. That's something you have to know and learn for yourself. If you truly believe that Team Fee will do better for you than Team Wood, you can go. But I would ask the other members too. We all care about you, Porter.
Fine, old man. And he'll walk off. Erwin!
Oh boy.
I'm gonna go cry in the corner now.
Why? Because he does what he wants to do, like he always does.
Porter throws a rock at you, Erwin, while you're studying in the main room.
What is it this time, Porter?
I'm useless on this team, right?
I'm sorry, what?
I'm useless on this team.
I wouldn't say that.
How would you fluff up the words? I'm not the strongest here. Speed doesn't really matter. When it comes to, I don't know, delicacy and fighting, that's more of your thing. Range attack skills is Sully, and I'm dumber than, he points to like a few, like the rock he has in his hand.
I would certainly say that you're smarter than the rock.
Yeah, but rocks are more useful. He tosses another one over at you.
I would also argue that you're more useful than the rock. Might I ask why you're saying these things about yourself?
He asked me to join his team.
So, the rumors have been true then?
Yep. I don't know what got into him. I'm not sure what crazy person told him to continue going by himself, but he's starting his own team now, officially.
Well, I suppose he isn't going by himself. Which is, all in all, what we wanted. I certainly wouldn't say that you're useless, Porter. You're a valued member of the team. However, if you want to go join Team Fee, I don't believe it's my place to stop you.
Right. I'll smile. It's for the what's ever best.
I suppose you could see it like that.
Yeah. My choice, whatever's best for me. No hard feelings, just gotta do what's right, right?
James, when he says that, is there like, can I roll an insight to see if
Sure.
if he's doing all right when he says that?
Sure.
Because he didn't
Vibe
sound like he
check
was
out.
doing all right.
Vibe check, Porter.
Vibe check.
You adding your funny little ability?
I could. I'll do
Argue?
it. Yeah.
Alright. It seems like he's not okay. Like he didn't like the answer you gave.
Did you want me to say that you had to stay?
And he looks down the ground. No? What gives you that idea?
You just don't look all that happy about the response I gave you.
No, it's just how it was. I'm used to it back on the streets. You go where you need, or go where you need it, and you go where you need to go. And if it doesn't make sense to stick around, then you don't stick around.
Just know that I'm not saying that you aren't needed here, Porter. We would be more than happy to have you stay.
All right.
I just don't want to make a decision about what team you should be on for you. That's one you should make yourself.
All right. Saffron.
Hi.
You've been working on chocolate saffron.
How well did I make these though?
Let's say, do you have a cooking kit?
No.
We'll call it a.
Is it just intelligence?
Yeah, just be intelligence.
I'm coining that. I want it to be low.
Thank you.
God fucking
You know, after about one failed attempt, you've made what you think is chocolate gravel.
I'm so angry I rolled well twice.
And after you're finished, this is about like a few minutes later, you're gonna knock on your door.
I will open the door.
You see a porter sheepishly fiddling like with a dagger, nervously as he stares down at the ground.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry.
Wait, that's not how this works. I'm the one who's supposed to be apologizing to you.
No, that's not how this works. I was being an idiot.
Hold on one
It was
second,
my fault. No, it's
Nah, fuck him. He's getting grappled. I could solve all my problems with strength.
I'm pretty sure you could break out of that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Team Wood, Porter, Public.
Team Fee, Porter.
Team Fee, Porter.
All right. Regardless of if I know, watch this. Watch this. We disadvantage not. Fuck! I would. All right. I'm gonna see he just slips out, and I'm still gonna run back in my room and grab the shitty little chocolates. But James, high or low?
High. As a
I
kite.
grabbed the shitty ones. The failure.
He just really wants them to be terrible.
Oh yeah, you had the chance.
All right, you rush forward, and what you guys see is like basically goo, chocolate goo, with just like with some chunks floating in there, and this powdered sugar in it, like mixed in.
The powdered sugar part was really easy, but I don't know about the rest. But here, I'm sorry.
Oh, stop apologizing. I'm the one apologizing.
Actually, I'm the one apologizing to you.
No, I'm the one apologizing to you. You didn't do anything wrong.
Well, I just feel bad because I hurt your feelings, and I really didn't mean it. You just wanted to fight, and I thought that if I tried to go easy, you'd get more mad. So I went all out because you seemed like a strong opponent.
No, that's no. I wanted to fight you because I wanted to prove that I was stronger than at least someone joining the team. I wanted to do something because I'm going to fight gougers. I feel like I've been left out of everything. I thought that if I could prove that I was stronger than someone, it'd make me feel better. And here we are. So I'm the idiot. I'm apologizing to you. And is that chocolate gravel?
Toto said you liked it.
Oh, this shit's good. He's gonna grab it and start chugging it.
This is more like actual gravel.
So It was so hard to chew, but it was so good. But I don't want to apologize to you.
I think you already accepted my apologies, so
No, I just ate it because I wanted to. I was just me.
well that's the better batch. I could get you the worst one if you really wanted.
I mean, no. Yes, but no. He shakes his head.
I'll
It's
go in and
solid.
get the other one.
He'll walk in after you. Saffron, stop. I'm the one who's to blame. Stop.
So turns out that I gave you the one I messed up on accident.
Are you even listening to me at this point?
You ate my abomination.
Well, there we go. That means I didn't accept the gift, so I win.
Well, here's the other one. You should taste better. I'll hand them to him.
He's like,
Let's go.
There's a moment of pause, and he just looks at it in his eye, like you see, it's like his mouth water, and he just sort of grabs them. He just starts getting angry. I can't even apologize, right? I come here trying to apologize, and I'm taking gifts from you.
Oh, I was apologizing to you, so I think it's fair.
No, it's not fair. This isn't fair. You
How
can't
about I accept your apology and you accept mine, and the next time either of us want to feel strong, we just settle it, and not with beating the shit out of each other, unless that's what you want. Because if you ever want to just beat someone up to feel strong, you could always pick let's see, hold on. Quinn.
I knew it was gonna be Quinn.
Listen, the 2 was Toto.
I knew it was me too. I was like, oh, please just say Toto.
I mean, that's obvious, but it's he like just sort of starts scratching, like just starts picking at his hair. You're so weird, Saffron.
Well, I have a different idea. This one might be a little bit better for both of us.
What?
So, if we ever get challenged to like a combat for the tournament, how about you enter in, and then you get our team the win, and then everything works out for all of us, right?
But I shouldn't even be on the team. I'm not. You're better than me at the things I do. I shouldn't be here. It would be better if I was with Fee and I was training with him instead.
But think about it like this. What's the best way to train against Fee than to beat him in a combat in the tournament? We're both good fighters, Porter. But the difference is, I think you're just a lot more like a squirrel, if that makes sense. And I'm more like a rock. I'm harder to take down, but you hit a lot more than me.
He just looks at you and he murmurs, and Erwin said rocks are useless.
No, rocks are like anything but useless. I used to work in the mines, and you cannot believe what we found in there. I mean, just take a look at I'll pull out my necklace. Just look at this. This rock isn't useless, right?
That looks pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it's from my mom. But
you know, he shakes his head and backs away. Saffron, you're doing it again. Stop.
Well, what am I doing? I'm just trying to help.
Stop trying to help me. Stop trying to be nice.
Oh, right, that's Toto's thing.
No, it's not that. I'm not even on the team in a few days. Saffron, You might not even be on a team in a few days.
What do you mean you're not going to be on a team? The tournament hasn't started yet. Why would you be kicked off the team?
Everyone's saying to do what's best for me, and everyone's saying I should just do what's best for me, and they don't want me to leave. They're not mad at me, but what's best for me is to train with Fee. He's really good at training people. He's really good at fighting. And then Sylvia will be there too, and she's also great at that. So what's best for me is leaving, but then you do nice stuff like this, and
Well, I'm just a little confused, I guess, because why do you have to be on their team to get trained by them? Doesn't Fee sleep in our dorm anyways? Do you think they're gonna build a new dorm for his team, or probably just gonna move in over here, right?
yeah, but it'll be harder. He's not going to train someone on his team. He's even said that. I wouldn't have the same opportunity.
Well, Fee might not, but I mean, like, I'm here, and that doesn't mean the other people on his team won't train you. And besides, I know this might not be what you want to hear, but if you lost to me and that means you want to change teams, isn't that just like a sign of weakness? You're trying to run from one of the problems? Why not just use me as like a goal to overcome?
He just stares off. I'm not running from you.
Then why are you leaving teams? Just stay on the team. And once you can beat me, then maybe that's your time to leave, and Fee can teach you everything he knows.
Persuasion.
Ah, yeah, ready for this. Nat one! Oh, Jesus Christ.
Just he kind of just fiddles with the bag of candy. Just because people are happy to have me here, just because they might need me. I'm annoying. I do really weird stuff. I don't know when to shut my mouth. I'm pretty much failing all my class if it wasn't for Quinn. I don't think people want me here.
Well, maybe they do want you. They just don't want to say it. That's a sign of weakness for some people. I know Toto probably wants you. I think Toto wants everyone on his team.
I tried asking Toto. He just told me to do what's best for me, and that guess that's not what I wanted to hear.
What did you want to hear? That you want people to say stay on the team?
He blushes.
Well, then stay on the team.
Well, now you're just saying that. You don't even know me that well, and you're honestly probably more nice than Toto, which I didn't think was physically possible.
I just don't. I'm just a little nervous. Toto's more like out there, I guess.
He'll look at you. Go ahead.
I planned on just leaving those by your door with a note saying I'm sorry. I wouldn't have approached you because I just didn't know what you thought.
He'll look you in the eye. Would you want to be on a team with me?
Well, why wouldn't I? You seem like a challenge I gotta overcome. If you're talking about how you can knock me down, I mean, for all we know, I only won because I took you down before you could get to me. Maybe if the table's been different, you would have knocked me down.
He'll sit down on your floor and open the bag of candy and just look at it. Yeah. Even though I'm crazy and probably we're gonna give you more pain, you're still okay with wanting me on your team. I could just leave and make this a lot less of a headache for you.
Join this team for a reason, Porter. I don't know if you really knew that.
I joined because a Snake Boy played a song and I thought I liked it.
I was on a different team until literally like this week. I came to Team Wood because Team Wood was the team that I felt best fit what I wanted. And you were on that Team Wood, weren't you?
Yeah, but he just trails off.
Now, if you left, would it still be the same team Wood?
No, I guess.
Everyone's right when they say that you can do what you want to change teams. In the end of the day, it is your decision. I told Fee that too. But I think it'd be nice to have you as a teammate, Porter.
You see him like submit and he'll just eat the chocolate. Thanks, Saffron.
You're welcome.
This is really good.
Thank you.
We're gonna cut away there. All right, so with that out of the way,
Bro, so Porter stayed on our team?
yes.
I did.
Hog.
Wait,
Gotta
when Toto
change his
finds
name
out,
color back.
when Toto finds out he decided to stay, he's gonna give him a hug.
Get off of me, old man.
So instead of personal growth, he chooses consistent failure.
No, I am the personal growth. I am the end game. I didn't
Yeah.
even surpass my limits.
I haven't even surpassed my
I
limits yet.
didn't surpass my limits.
God damn it. All right, so with that in mind, you know what? Team Iron drops to 11 members, and that'll be the final one we add.
Where
So
does that Team Iron member go to?
Team Fee.
That makes
Let's
sense.
go, unnamed member.
Sophie has 1, 2, 3, 4. Sophie has 5. Iron has 11. How many does Wood have?
12.
That's 12.
12. Okay. And how many are Gold and Glass at now?
Gold has 10 and Glass has 9.
Yes.
Bro, we have the biggest team now.
That would have not been true if Iron didn't lose that member. So let's go.
That's true.
So, with that, now this one will begin. And with the exciting addition of Fee deciding to ruin our entire beautiful naming scheme, I, on behalf of all the faculty and staff, will declare, and he'll like flick Fee off, declare you Team Silver. You bastard.
What the fuck? I'm mad.
Silver? They get Team
I
Silver?
no. I'd like to file a formal complaint against this. Out of character, that's not cool.
Why?
Listen, you and Scars both.
I love it.
Untapped potential. So, and for the beginning thing, let's see here. We got first up through precise decision making. The first challenging team will be Team Iron,
Fuck.
and the second team will be Team Glass.
What the fuck?
Let's go.
What do you mean, what the fuck? It's entirely random, Wolf.
Alright, Scars is challenging Team Fee for their team name.
Bro, that'd be funny.
Killed you.
That would be funny as
That would
shit.
be funny.
That
I
would be
thought
really
I
funny.
killed you already. All right. So,
And now we sit and wait to be challenged.
Team Iron. So who wants to go first? Team Glass or Team Wood? I challenge you. Casper just gets up and walks towards you
Of course.
guys.
Yep. Sure.
Of course.
I feel like that wasn't fair, but whatever. On with the game.
Fuck. You got any issue with that, Glass? Because I don't give a shit if you do.
They spoke faster than you, so suck it.
Team Wood, I challenge you to a game I like to call Bounty Hunter.
I'm
So what? We're
scared.
just doing our midterms again?
You know, you remember that room that the history class was locked in during their exam, their first exam?
No.
I've heard of it.
I think that'll make a great little fighting arena. There, we'll play some very simple game. I've already made some arrangements in case this did happen. We will play a game of who can destroy the most puppets in a certain amount of time. We'll say 24 seconds.
It's a very precise measure.
It's almost like it's by rounds.
Sorry.
Uh,
Why don't we say 30 seconds because that's like an even number and it works with rounds?
Because
No.
fuck doing 5 rounds.
5 rounds of combat's a very long time.
5 rounds to use FP.
Sorry.
So,
I'm dying.
while Quinn's dying, simple game. Whoever can destroy as many puppets by the timer wins. We'll each go in, we'll each get around, and for witnesses, we can bring a teacher in, and he looks over, randomly place the puppets so we don't get an advantage or anything like that. Sounds good to me. What about you, Ian? You brought me here because you had a feeling this was going to happen. Of course, it's fine. We'll lock you guys in so no one gets an advantage, and you leave, and I'll be witness.
Is it one representative or like?
We'll say 5v5.
Fuck. I'm scared.
But sorry, let me rephrase the challenge so that I can make this more fun. Quinn and 4 of the Team Wood members versus me and 4 of my members.
I'm gonna go kill myself, James.
Dude, Morgan has just gotten buffed.
Sullivan's going to be at the very back. Could you leave your personal matters out of this?
He'll smile at you.
No, he's going to blink. Like, he'll be at the very back of Team Wood, and then he's going to blink back to where he was.
No personal matters involved here. Simply what's needed to clean up trash.
Okay, I'm back.
Damn, I didn't know we got the custodian job today.
You see him smile. A very sharp tongue for a very useless pawn.
When we start playing chess.
I don't care about debating with barbaric antics. Your challenge has been given, Quinn. What is your conditions? Or rather, looks over to you, Erwin, the actual team leader.
You remember that.
Do we get time to set our conditions, or do I have to come up with this on the fucking spot?
He's not gonna tell you.
I'm asking you, James.
I'm not. You act in character. He may be purposely pressuring you or not. Who knows?
Okay.
If you would allow Erwin and I a moment to deliberate, it'd be much appreciated.
Of course. And he'll walk back to his team.
I can't say I'm not surprised.
Well, we likely knew this was going to happen.
So should we decide our conditions first or our members?
Well, deciding the members will likely have us set the conditions. So this is a combat, and they've taken you into it.
Yes. And we need to retain between you, Saffron, and Porter, we need to retain probably 1 or 2 of you.
That seems about right.
Toto would likely be a good option here because I know he's a skilled archer. And that gives the capacity to minimize movement. I don't know the form of the puppets, but I'm hoping that if you put Toto in with me, then the two of us are both ranged, so we can come at them from a distance. And if the puppets fight back, Kodo can heal me.
Hey, James.
I believe that
Yeah.
if
I'm gonna shove Porter forward.
Yeah, I was about to. Toto was about to. do
Porter
it.
is
Can we just
also
take
a very
Porter?
good option here.
No, I'm just
Yeah, can-
shoving him straight to you guys.
Yeah, can we take?
What-
Can we just use Porter because he's got the speed for this?
He can. Porter has the highest capacity to take out a lot in a short amount of time.
Yes.
And from there, I don't know where I want to go, but I think that's my propositions.
so we're taking. So 3 of 5. We have Porter, you, and Toto.
And so, which means you and Saffron need to remain out of this.
I'm not that
Oh,
good.
fuck, I forgot Sully's. Yeah. This isn't a challenge that's optimal for Saffron, anyways. Sully could go either way. It's a matter of, because I know he can hit a lot of space at once, but it's a matter of whether we want to reserve him for a potential challenge next week.
I believe either Sullivan or myself should join this. Not both, but either one of us.
All right. Then I believe due to the nature of the challenge, Sully would be a better choice. Though I could be wrong.
In that
We
case,
don't know exactly what we're going into here.
in that case, we need something with melee potential.
I should let it be known, Ian will speak up, because our little rat here didn't say it. The enemy type is light constructs, and darkness puppets.
So they don't want Sully in it.
We don't want Sully, yeah.
At the same time, they likely don't want Clara. Seems like an interesting choice.
It might be something they're setting up. No,
I would
because the
remind
chance
you-
of them drawing themselves twice in a row.
I would remind you that Clara uses a weapon while Sully primarily relies on darkness. Clara can still be useful even without using their full element.
I don't doubt that she's also a skilled fighter, but without using her element, she is putting herself at a handicap.
James, can I make an Arcana check or something to know what darkness puppets are capable of?
Sure.
Because I know my darkness causes blindness. And
Darkness
that's what I'm
puppets
concerned about.
are literally mindless drones that your people invented to do very minuscule labor. They're not good at fighting, and they don't have any special properties. Outside of
Okay.
the fact that they are immune to the element they're made out of.
Cool. I just
And
wanted to double
to
check.
mental effects.
Sweet. That means I can just only attack with lightning, which isn't like that doesn't hurt me at all.
I said effects, not damage.
Oh, you said, are they immune to darkness damage? Yeah.
They're immune to darkness damage, but I said mental effects, not mental damage.
Yeah, no, I was saying like my darkness spells only do blindness for the most part.
Like, I thought you were referring to your soul stuff.
No, I can still do soul.
Mhm.
Oh.
But what
So-
about the light constructs?
That's
Are
another
those
check for
fighting?
me, right?
It will be very hard because he said construct, which is literally every single invention of
Yeah,
like
that's
man-made
kinda-
element.
Kind of
Yeah.
hard
Element
to
creatures.
determine.
Puppet is a
Um,
particular class of construct.
And I'm thinking because of the specific element, Toto would be better suited to make that check.
You can try. Be an Arcana.
I don't
if you want.
have Arcana.
And I don't have Arcana either.
Okay.
Yeah,
You know, you have no clue.
Jack.
Cool.
You know what constructs are, which they came in primarily by mages, and they're just workers and fighters that were created, like mindless workers and fighters created to supplement manpower.
All right.
So we shouldn't have to worry too much about the darkness puppets. They shouldn't fight back. It's the light ones that I'm more concerned about, which is why I especially think it's a good idea to bring Toto in, because he and Kodal shouldn't be harmed as much by light.
That does make sense.
Um,
In that case,
the
I
only
suppose
concern
we should...
is, in fact, Sully's inability to do damage other than darkness.
In that case, I suppose we should have Sullivan sit out this one.
Which means
Yes.
we take Irwin.
Mm-hmm. And that leaves Sullivan and Saffron available for next week, if we are in the position of another combat challenge. And it also leaves Carter still available if we are posed in front of an intellectual challenge.
Yes, I was going to say that we shouldn't bring Carter as our fifth.
Yes. It's already pushing it that your two most persuasive team members are in this challenge. That's Toto and I, so.
So who will be our last member then?
Well, I dislike bringing this up, but this was likely where she would be the most advantageous if we can get her to agree to
We're both
this.
thinking Kino.
Kino's like burrito wrapped into a blanket style.
You know we're referring to you.
You could be referring to Tabs. I don't want to go into battle.
Taps
Taps
is...
has specifically requested not to do this, so we won't make her.
If you say that, then Kino will also specifically request not to do this. Taps is
I'll keep a note
unpredictable.
of that. I'm unpredictable.
You're in control of your abilities.
Am I?
I'm just gonna look at her.
She like crawls out of her blanket and just gets up.
If you do this week, we can't use you next week.
I hope that this goes by quickly. It's so long, 24 seconds.
Right, you don't even have to be awake for a minute.
That's so much effort. Anyways, let's get this over with then.
Alright, now we need to set a fucking
You see
wager,
with
though.
that a random like hunter appear next to Kino.
Alright, now we need to set a wager.
Yep.
We do, in fact, still need to set a wager.
The odds are this will be the first wager set in the tournament, meaning that we shouldn't go too ambitious with this.
If I win, we eliminate your entire team. If you win, you eliminate our entire team.
What the fuck?
But at the same time, we also shouldn't be too lenient, because this is a chance that we can get something on them.
So it shouldn't be something completely worthless, but something that an advantage we can have over them, but not too much that they can hold over us.
If anyone has any ideas, feel free to speak up.
Out of character, I'm too stupid for this, so yeah.
I don't know. Maybe we could like ask them like be our friends next challenge that happens or something so that they aren't so mean?
That's along the same lines of what I was thinking, because I mostly rival against them in politics. I was thinking about the power of a vote. But that is quite a bit of power, and if we won, I don't quite know what I'd do with it.
And if they had it, they could use it to expel one of us. That is still a good amount of firepower, especially if they win this tournament.
But what Taps was suggesting is probably far better for us.
Is it?
Some sort of allyship in the tournament. I don't know quite how to phrase it or to what extent, but I do like that idea. This is the week to make wagers that can benefit you later in the tournament.
Are you saying that we...
We could ask for a favor, an ally token. Whenever a challenge comes up or a test that brings in all the teams, something along those lines, we can pull a card to either pull all their members or a few of them to help us, or maybe even a pact of non-aggression that they have to stand by until the end of said task.
And it would go vice versa, right?
Yes, it would.
And this could be used in either of the upcoming weeks or the final challenge.
However, we could also do something along the lines where that... If they are presented with a challenge that they do not want to take, they could instead substitute us, and we could do vice versa. For this tournament.
Would that substitute the wins and losses, or simply the members participating?
I would assume the benefit would come in after everything's been set in stone, so you can use it to, in theory, screw over the other team. So that if only thing is changing is the members' is the participation, not the challenge or the terms.
Thinking of it with the terms like that, I would assume if we allow each other to set the terms for that, I believe that might not be a good idea. That would give them a far too much power over us. If they did win, and I personally don't want that much power over them.
That's fair.
We're not assholes. We don't want to force them into a shitty situation. But they would force us, so fuck. I do believe for the purpose of, as you said, we don't want that kind of power over them, but we still want to wager something. I believe the allyship within the tournament, the single ally card, would be sufficient.
A non-aggression?
Yeah.
So we can't... So whoever loses can't attack the other in the final challenge? Is that what we're saying?
I mean, I just feel like if we lost, that would come back to bite us in the butt.
Well, that's the problem with doing something like this at all, is that no matter what we decide on, it could bite us in the back.
I know, but I'm just thinking maybe we don't want it to be something to do with the tournament. I mean,
Saffron raises a fair point.
Iron. If the final challenge was like a combat, they could just use it to take our team out right away, and we couldn't do anything about it. If they won this challenge, of course.
Then perhaps we should just go for something advantageous, but not detrimental to either team. Sorry, debilitating to either team. for instance, it could be an assistance with classwork.
I was thinking similarly to Sully and Clara's.
Yes,
Um,
similar to that.
So what? Are we gonna just this week? Good idea. Ooh, they can do our homework for like a week. I can just goof off for an entire week. That would be so much fun.
Not goof off, but use that time for something else. But sure.
Yeah. Of course.
I mean, it's beneficial in the sense that doing all that homework would tire someone out, anyways. So it'd still be a disadvantageous state for the tournament.
what if we say that our 5 members and their 5 members are the ones included? Then it's not
Disadvantageous because we're
disadvantageous.
not going to be competing in the next week anyway.
Exactly.
I think that's a good idea.
I believe that works fairly well.
And
And also,
it's
of
enough
course,
of a
there's
wager that it'll be a rough week.
of course there's a
but
clause
it's
that
not.
you have to actually do your best on this.
Yes.
That we could enforce the same
Mm.
clause that
Mm.
was used for the Sullivan and
Yes, if they fail, if one of them fails, you have to take the failing grade. You know.
so at worst they could only fail us and fail themselves.
Exactly. I believe this is enough of a wager.
All right, that's what we're gonna propose, James.
So toothless, Prince, but fair enough. Sounds fair enough to us. So let us begin then. What?
James, can we hear about what Glass's challenge is? Because we only have like 10 minutes.
I know.
So I don't want to start this. I want to know what Glass is up to.
We're not gonna start combat 10 minutes in.
Yeah, we're gonna start
I
with
just-
10 minutes left.
I want to know Glass.
Okay. Glass has challenged Team Gold.
Typical.
Okay.
The challenge is, well, let's do something simple and easy. Diamond challenges Meek to a music competition.
What?
What?
And I've been doing a good job teaching Diamond how to like play the instruments and things like that. So guitar is what she's been working on the most. So
Oh.
good. Let's do
Oh,
guitar competition.
They're letting me. Interesting.
I will let you guys know. Everyone else at the school, like out of character, Erwin's the only one who knows that Meek knows how to play guitar, and of course, Team Gold members. Everyone else, whenever Meek plays the guitar, she acts brand new with it.
Damn.
It's only when Erwin's the only one who's seen Meek play the guitar very well.
We've just heard that, like maybe she likes the guitar. Because we were in the music store.
Meek's best instrument is the flute, as far as you guys are aware.
That is true.
Sounds good, Meek? Meek looks extremely confused. Sure. And they spend some time debating over terms and conditions. So, if we win, because fuck you, Garrett, I thought about this before and you said anything. You have to answer one question truthfully for us.
Fuck.
I thought about this last week, so.
We thought about it.
Now
at the
it
same
feels
time.
like we're copycatting if we do that later.
I still say it's worth it.
And
Are you just doing it equal, James?
no.
Okay.
Actually, am I doing equal? Am I doing an equal?
That's less thinking for you.
Nah. Blah, 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 blah.
All right, viewers at home, tune
It's
in
equal.
next week to find out.
It's equal. All right, so
Equal.
a truth for a truth.
Truth
All right.
and a homework for a homework.
Sounds good then, doesn't it? And Ted just gives a smile. Yeah, it sounds good. Mind if we do this tomorrow? I know I need to give Diamond some refresher. Sure. He'll smile and walk off.
Are we all in the room together, every team?
Yeah.
Who's judging that?
Guys, I think Quinn should judge.
Quinn should judge.
There is a fifth team not doing anything.
Yep, and they know so much about music.
Of course, they know so much about the arts. Well, we don't have to pull any more Tots professors doing this, so every other member who isn't participating in the fights are going to be judging that tomorrow.
Oh shit, let's go. Let's go, Noah. We're gonna listen to the guitar.
Also, is the fight happening tomorrow?
No, the fight's happening right now.
Okay,
I
that's what
heard
I
my
thought.
name. Did something happen?
Noah, we just get to listen to the other two teams competing play guitar.
See, we get to listen, but we don't get to like judge.
Oh boy, I can't wait to watch the worst rock battle in history.
Yeah.
And to conclude, eventually you guys are brought back to that weird room where you saw Erwin kill people, but not really. And with that, Team
want
Iron
Saffron
goes
to-
in. Which would be Casper, Lorben, Clara, and now individuals. 2 more individuals because they've lost members. They lost their sweet, sweet, delicious Sylvia.
Don't say it like that.
And then 2 more no names.
They make it out, and their final score is, after 24 seconds, it's 10 puppet/constructs destroyed.
That doesn't
Okay, we
seem
get to
too
Know
unfeasible.
the score to beat. All right, that's kind of low.
Well,
I don't
the
know.
number?
I
Yeah,
was
it
thinking it would be higher, so this is
Well,
intimidating. now.
I'm guessing
Yeah,
that some
I'm-
of these actually fight back, and that's why it's so low.
You also have to realize their firepower may have just been whisked away by Fee.
I mean, you
We
have a
did
point.
it, guys. You're
That's
welcome.
fair. Imagine if they had Fee, because Fee would be in this, and then they'd have Sylvia and Fee.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
But you
I-
guys go in. You file into the room. With the lights, you see the lights beam down on these like sort of stone walls in the section off the place. You see a bunch of dark puppets walking around mindlessly, and in the center you see two light, sort of bigger type light creatures that are equipped with blades and armor, and like the lights sort of seeping out and controlling the armor. Quinn, now you got a better look at it. I'm not gonna have you roll because you're literally the prince of this place. They're sidekicks. That's their prerogative. They actually are designed to fight. They're designed to protect and fight and take down people.
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah,
Especially
Kobo
when you
was,
said that the darkness ones were totally mindless. I was like, yeah, the light ones or something.
Yeah,
And
Kobo
then
was
with
gonna be
that-
sticking with the prince.
You walk in and ready. All right, ready, set. And at the last moment before go happens, you guys hear a big old
No.
buzzing.
No.
And at the center of the room, where there's a crystal lighting up everything, a rune goes off, causing it to shatter and the entire place to be encaped in darkness. Go! And we'll end the session there.
Fucking shit.
Hope you guys enjoy. See you next
Magic.
week.